And Encourage gives you two in the middle of the map. So now you got guys in a good position and you jump up the window into the clutches. Nonetheless, device control, you could send this home.
This is a cap. This should be a cap. Wait. Sim from spawn. Yeah, Okus takes the safe route. Coverage there still good from Encourage. Gets a set of kills. A little bit of a little team moment there, but regardless, down to the bottom side of the map we go. Encourage on the spree once again. Fighting his way forward. Can he get a couple more players here? You have to worry though. FaZe have a man on the B portal. This could be a capture again. Encourage another second. And the run now for FaZe is on.
Okus is in mid. FaZe could have just ran that right past him. Sorry, excuse me. FaZe is in fact running that right past him. They finally lost the overload player and Sim gets stopped on the goal line. A nail biter finish there, but C9 doing just enough. 0-4. This is the final try.
Yeah, he gets there. Just a little late. And he will be taken care of now. Big run though. Got to get out. Sim trying to play a corner. If he could catch a player here, this would be unbelievable. And C9, second half, he'd come alive. Big possession change. Simp now with a Hellstorm as well. Oh, and he damages the carrier. This is big. We've got an awkward opportunity here. Chris Lair not able to get the second man. No pickup either. And that device is still in very dangerous territory for C9. Very dangerous territory indeed. Abuza tries to get very squarely with it. And that should be it. Surely, boys, on your bike. Let's go.
Much better defensively this second half. C9 always have that extra player. Problem is, so do FaZe, but you win the actual first gunfight to Sim. Trusting his teammates and, well, trusting for good reason. Eventually, they get the cleanup kills. C9 taken off the map. And again, any downtime in the situation is just a beautiful thing for FaZe. That Hellstorm, at the very least, it's going to slow him down. So making a nice, steady impact.
And impact no good. Pick up now from FaZe. Draws once again on the way forward. A looking a little clearer, but he's got to get the EMP through mid. Not going to happen just yet. What a juke. What a lovely dance. Finds another. Now over to B. We lose him out on A, and it's going to be a single gunfight. 0-4 needs to win right now. Connects, and it's good. Can they get the EMP through? In position by Broken. Taken care of. Draza just gets it across the line for the fifth.
Yeah, good enough. More or less going to secure this 3-0 victory from FaZe. Taking care of business and winning some extra gunfights too. A little bit of flavor on top.
Yeah, a couple of gunfights. A little bit of a stat action here, and wicked work from Draza. They line up for him, and that will be another capture for FaZe. 6-1, final minute. Here comes another Hellstorm. Mid-map presence not there just yet. As Sim narrowly glides that one through. Final 50 seconds here for FaZe. The 3-0 is complete.
Yeah, calling in the Hellstorm, just let the other team know that you got it. Squaring up and maybe have a little bit of a kill race on this team as well. Abuza currently leading the charge. Sim, though, pistol or otherwise, hungry for a little bit more.
Flying, absolutely flying. And again, impressive stuff. We've seen a few teams have these runaway moments in Overload. Streaks upon streaks upon streaks again. Captures there, you a lot of points. Objective kills, all of the above. Fantastic stuff. Well, C9, a valiant effort in the first two maps. In the third, Den continues to be a very, very sore spot for them. Will we be able to get this one through for lucky number 7? Yes, indeed, we will. It's a hat-trick for Draza to close things out here in this 3-0. C9 New York brought down, and FaZe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, no Hellstorm there for Abuza though, so I have questions about FaZe's chemistry going into the major. No, the other three deliver, and out of focus is C9, and maybe lost the focus just a little bit there in that overload. First two maps, nail biters. Very close competition on the black card of round 11, where C9 make the better play call, I'd say, in the round 11 as well. FaZe though, just a bit of a skill diff, a bit of a team diff there as well, at least in the end.
Yeah, lovely stuff. 3-0 for FaZe. GG's to those guys. Great sprees again. We saw Encourage get things going in that second half, but when you have a half like that, it does remind me of the way the game played out as it initially came. You know, as soon as we got an overload, making comebacks was so hard. If the first half was strong, no coming back. We did see a few comebacks at Major 1. FaZe, and of course, when we think of FaZe, think of G2, massive turnarounds and scorelines there. This was another example of a squad that just outclassed in the mode. Not a hope in hell. Den overload, all yours, FaZe. Take it. End the 3-0. We was on the next matches here today, but Charles, takeaways there from C9 though. Really good looking on the Blackheart. The raid was awesome, to be honest. That was a really, really nice round 11 and a good win from FaZe either way. Didn't hate what I see, didn't hate what I saw. Desk, how did you feel? Pick your jaws off the floor.
You know, I was thinking, don't cut your hair. Don't shave it. Unshaven.
Are you actually cutting it off, Miles?
I was going to give myself, I was going to shave Birmingham DreamHack Major 2 into the back of my head.
Oh. Yeah, I'll join you.
That actually goes real hard.
No, he's not going.
We'll be rejoined by Miles and Chance a little bit later in the show. For now, we got to talk about the 3-0. That was almost a 3-1. Round 11 goes to FaZe in the search and destroy, and then Den was FaZe back to their overload ways that got them to their position in Major 1. So, Allie, what was the most impressive part of their win tonight?
I think just like the situationals, like getting put in kind of weird, uncomfortable spots just because of the way that Cloud9 plays compared to the rest of the league being in the spot that they are. But other than that, I mean, and it was just kind of simple. Chris Slayer taking over.
Chris Slayer.
He's had an incredible split, too. We saw some good things out of 0-4 as well. He was in absolute takeover mode in the first half of that overload. I mean, Den Overload, dude, you just can't play FaZe on it. They're too good.
Yeah, I think, the first two maps of the series pretty close. The Blackheart, we saw get all the way down to the wire. Simp ended up ending with like 37 kills, started to pop off a little bit. But in this series, once we get to this Den, like Ali said, it was pretty much wraps. If that round 11 goes the other way, maybe we go the distance. We saw, Nedra started off great on that Blackheart. Maybe could have had some success on the Colossus. But coming into this one, it was all about FaZe just taking care of business, getting this 3-0, and locking themselves in a top 6 position. It's exactly what they did. A couple of close maps in the end, 3-0.
This final game, they definitely outslayed Cloud9, but I was starting to think, who's got the best routes on FaZe? You were mentioning last time, Ant, that they've picked up the ball, they've made a few runs, not nearly as successful as they want to be.
Yeah, when I was looking at some of the deeper analytics for FaZe and what happened in their overload, it's like, okay, they don't have a ton of possession time, but they were top 3 in runs. So like getting the ball instantly going to score, and that's fine if you're finding all the kills like you are versus the C9. But for them, it was about manipulating the defense, and that's what we've seen over the course of the last couple series. I think it's a good sign if you're a FaZe fan that they are in championship form.
FaZe is evolving, and we are joined by the pimp himself in the Monster Winner Spotlight. Welcome in, Simp. Chris Lair, always a pleasure to watch you. Tonight, you looked in final form. How's the team feeling going into the last matches of the qualifier?
We're feeling good. I mean, that series honestly was a little trolly some situations, but I feel like we've been doing a good job just getting from the start of this split. And I mean, with that 3-0, I feel like we got good momentum heading into this map.
And you guys were able to take care of business against the Paris Gentlemates. I feel like that is a huge statement before Birmingham. What was the celebration like?
I mean, we hopped on the couch and we watched the match back. That was about it, to be honest.
Love that.
Celebratory Mickey D's, but you never really know. But I mean, that game 5 was crazy. I can't lie. I mean, not the game 5, but like that series was just insane in general.
A 2-0 finish puts you into a top 5 position, at least for now. Congrats.
Yeah, Simp, you guys
thank you.
Back in your search and destroy ways, I think it was 3 rounds you gave up versus the Gentlemates, and now this team you just played, they were on a 4-win streak in S&Es. They've been good there, and you guys win that round 11. So talk to me about the development there throughout this split and getting back to being dominant in S&D. What'd you guys do?
Honestly, I think we were just overthinking it a little bit earlier in the split. I think now we're playing a little more loose, a little more free, and just making plays, telling each other what we want to do. And I mean, I think we've been really decisive, especially in overload as well. I feel like that's the biggest change overall. It's just being more decisive.
Maybe being a little bit more comfortable with each other. And talking about comfortability, you guys in that New Jerseys, I'm going to hit a different angle here because, I mean, you 3-0 Cloud9 is only so much to ask about. I want to see the new drip. Do you mind backing up a little bit, showing the jerseys, the collars?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of nice with these new jerseys. I can't lie. I hope you saw the
look at the pants, too.
But, oh, yeah, nah, these pants are on. No, what side is it?
Rate them on the comfortable scale, like 9 being the comfiest jersey and pant combo.
Honestly, the pants are a little tight.
Got it.
The jersey's nice. I love this jersey, honestly.
5.
Chris Lair, you are a 9 out of 9 on my scale as well. Thank you for joining us here in the Monster Winner Spotlight.
Thank you, guys.
That is Simp.
Allie just told Simp to back that thing up.
She definitely did. She definitely did. And we're going to back that thing up to our scuff play of the game. It was round 11. Allie, back us through this one.
this is one of the rounds in Search and Destroy. They allowed to get bomb K-Towns. This is a really good retake out of FaZe.
Beautiful.
Like, they overtake this mid section. They're like, all right, we're going to push the mid, play through the pinch, and allow our teammate in Abuza to kind of sit back and wait for an opportunity. And they just execute it perfectly.
Yeah, it was planted for mid. You saw there was a lot of B pushes from Cloud9 offensively on this, so it's actually the perfect play call out of Cloud9. The problem is they planted for mid and they wrap all the way around 2 players towards water steps, but meanwhile, 04 gets pushed all the way up, right? So the guy that was holding your side gets taken down, and now you're just kind of at this disadvantage where you have to get the kills. Pillars, it sounds easier than it's actually done in game, so they end up losing.
I love that reaction from 04. Much harder than they expected coming into their match against Cloud9. Cloud9 still going back to work as they prepare for Major 3. They'll be one of the 2 teams on the sidelines. We got to get ready for the next matchup, though, and this is the biggest one of the day. Allie, why should everyone lock in for Optic up next against Riyadh?
Because Optic's undefeated, and Riyadh is one of the only teams left in the league that might be able to take them down, especially the way they've been looking this split.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to FazeVegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Look like the pros to play like the pros. The CDL team skins are available now. Scan the QR code or check out the in-game store now. Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Look what we have here. I'm the only one in this call with 0 rings. We're not going to talk about it.
Two of them. They're all there. They're all there. They're pushing you. Behind you. Oh, no. Yeah, I knew you were so screwed.
I thought I had that, guys.
Whichever bomb site they choose to go to, 30 seconds on the clock, and well, if Easy's been seen, he will drop off the map.
Oh, do they have flag?
Oh,
they got flag. No, I would have did the same thing.
He's giving them some extra love in them. No.
A few moments later.
They want me to
Able to connect down to one and reset
right now.
Investigate him.
No.
And Vancouver are going to try to take mid away. Make sure they try to protect the EMP. Do not
Oh my God.
As he closes out, that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
Do not As he did it again. Oh, Billy, lie.
But what the hell? What the hell is that?
Wait, that guy's bowling. Wait, he's watching bowling. Look. You see, he's watching bowling.
Yeah, what the fuck? I gotta throw, bro.
Wait, is he trolling? Wait, is he trolling?
He has to be trolling.
Wait, is he trolling? He's gotta be trolling, right? Wait, he's gotta be trolling, right? That's not right. That's an Easter egg from the CDL.
On bridge, yeah, our bridge is shield. What's left? I'm cutting mid.
I'm not sure if I'm getting old, but I swear to God, Joe, sometimes when Celium talks, all I hear is yeah.
teams have tried it. 9 teams have fallen. Optic now taking on the Riyadh Falcons. And if you've been around the CDL, you probably know the history between this duo. Pred taking Hook's spot, Hook's taking Pred's spot, Pred taking Hook's spot again, and then Hook finally replacing Pred on Optic. Now, if you're comparing their numbers, Ali, as we look purely at this split, Hook might be the best player in the game. Optic might have locked up the right guy.
Hook has been unbelievable this split. He has turned something on, turnover some key. His comms have been incredible. His playmaking has been great. And just his presence on the maps, the numbers he's been able to put up has made everything so much easier for Optic Texas, to the point where we're not even seeing Mercury's having to drop 1.4s anymore.
Yeah, awesome comparison we have up here. Also because both these guys, the in-game leader, when you listen to the listen-ins for them, they're going to be, directing the troops and then also trying to get lost behind enemy lines and make plays. And they're both having an awesome stage doing so. So should be an awesome match.
Pred putting up a 1.53 in search and destroy, one of the best comeback stories, as he is now leading the Falcons on the comms, as you mentioned. Let's take a look at our rosters as we get ready for this battle between the green teams. Let's start with the #1 seed. No one's catching them at 9 wins. Mercury's Dashy, Hook, and Shotzi have been playing perfect since losing the grand finals.
It's been clinical for this Optic Texas team. I mean, they have been dominant in every single game mode. They're the best hardpoint team in the game, and that's going to be the only kind of lockup on the other side, as Riyadh has also been one of the best hardpoint teams in the game. But outside of that, they're 9-2 in search and destroy, best defense team, top 3 attack. Their overload has been unbelievable, and their map pool is kind of what they've just been working on and expanding throughout the entirety of the second half of this stage. So for Optic Texas, they're just trying to widen the gap that is already ginormous.
Yeah, and for them, you saw they're #1 in all the modes. NHP is the one where you could find like some opportunity against them just because of the maps. You look at what do they play? Colossus and Scar for all 10 of their hardpoint wins this entire stage. We're gonna get a couple of different ones in this series, so it could be interesting.
Both teams with 2 matches left for the Falcons. You're currently in 6th place. Ali, you could finish as high as 2nd now with Miami's loss today. What do you need to see from this quad to get the upset win over Optic?
You need to see a couple of things. You need to see Exit to continue the prowess he has been putting in the respawn. He's been putting up exceptional, consistent damage for them, which has helped them being one of the best hardpoint HP teams in the game.
Talk about Exnid.
And then, and then also on the side of Kismet, he's been playing a lot more free in search and destroy. He hasn't been pulling out the sniper as much. During our interview, we talked about, focusing more on just playing to our game instead of other people's. And so we need to see that in this Optic Texas series as well, should Dashy pull out that sniper.
Yeah, all of a sudden they got some lockdown maps for them. Where the Black Heart, they're terrifying on, and their overload's gotten a lot better. Exposure, they're the best exposure overload team we have in the game, right? So you look at them, it's like, okay, you got a good foundation. You have to figure out your S&D. To Ali's point, putting away the sniper in the last couple of searches has helped them, but that's been raid specifically, so could be tough on exposure.
Den, exposure before we get to a raid game 5. Ali, how far are we going in this one?
I think we might go to a game 5. My only worry with the triple exposure in the middle is I think back kind of like to the Carolina series is like you give one of these teams a hot start in that map #1 and then it's triple exposure afterwards. Like I feel like momentum could be a huge thing when it comes to this series and who comes out on top.
Wheels?
Yeah, I mean, look at the map side, it's good for Riyadh, right? You get your best overload in the game 3. You look at the Den, Optic are 0-3 on dead hardpoint, so you have that going for you. You've been playing it a lot as well. And then the exposure, Optic haven't even played it throughout the split. Split 1, they were 4-1 on it, but it's just been a while. So in terms of map set here, this is as good as it gets. If you're the Riyadh Falcons, you have to seize this opportunity.
Can we get a vibe check? Pred looks locked, Kismet was dialed in, and Exnid is so focused right now.
He's dialed, bro.
Exnid's got to keep up with Hook today, right? That is going to be the challenge. Pred has to keep up on the calls, and everybody has to look out for shots. It's time to lock in our scuff pick'ems. Rosalie.
Yeah. Do you want me to go first?
75 and 45. Wheeler is still 5 back. I think you're both going the same way.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Optic Texas in this one. It's undeniable. It's been undeniable for the entirety of this stage.
Wheeler? I'm going with the Riyadh Falcons. I like the map set for them. I think Optic are just straight square, and they're playing with house money. And I think Riyadh get an upset here.
46 and 52. Let's go, Riyadh Falcons. I'm riding with Wheeler today, and the fans are going Optic. I'm just trying to save myself from 100 gifted. Let's go over to Merc and Maven to kick this baby off.
What was the Boscom Ryder? I think
Ryder?
Yeah. What you doing over there, buddy?
I think the maps are good. Optic are squaring.
Okay,
they really are.
Listen, it's not crazy. We'll see. But listen, Optic are like approaching their final form. They're right there. Listen, they're perfect, but I think the big thing is you've talked about me, and then we've talked to the green room. Was like if they one more hard point, they get even scarier.
No, I mean, this is the Tom from JP, from the team. They know. We're not really trying to play black card, so focus is on Den. It's going to be open. They're 0-3. I mean, they've had some close maps. If you watch their scrims live, they've won this map. It's one of those things where it's going well in scrims, but in matches, you got to figure it out.
Yep, 100%. And they get one more hard point. They get the Den to work out for them, and they become far scarier. Are they the favorite to win the tournament? Could they win the tournament without being great on Den? Absolutely, but it could be a big piece for them if they're really trying to even further the separation between them and the rest of the pack. Now, on the other side of this, for Falcons, you just watched what? You watched Ravens get their 6th win. You watched FaZe get their 6th win. You desperately need your 6th win. Does it need to come here? No, because you play Surge in your last match. But if you get it done here, you're feeling great.
No, you're feeling great, and obviously you're handing Optic their first loss.
Right?
So
feel real good.
I mean, listen, joke around with ABCZ, he's not wrong. You have a lot of strong maps here for Falcons. Optic obviously are just squaring up with everybody right now, testing this map pool, getting it prepared for next weekend. They have no fear.
No fear whatsoever. They're begging people, beat us. We'll play you on your best, come out and try to beat us. But this is where you think with Optic, not winning this yet in the match, this is this chance for Falcons to walk in and steal one. We saw a theft in our first match where Ravens came in, stole map 1, ended up leading to a series victory. We'll see if the same could happen here as Cred is lining them up. He's 6-0. He is perfect through the opening. That streak will come to an end. What do you see?
I mean, you got everything that you wanted if you were Falcons. X-Nay was able to pick up the first P2 push. The problem is you get off the hill if you're Pred, and that opened up the back spawns there for Optic. So you just kind of flip the map, right? And when we talk about, again, just taking advantage of your opportunities against this team, you can't allow that to happen. But those sort of hut spawns do come in there. All 3 spawn up, and now you have to deal with this.
A simple mistake there for Falcons, and it's going to lead to a lot of time potentially for Optic. I mean, you've got, look how far pushed up you have Shotzi. I mean, he is in your spawn. He only gets 1, but that's all you really need. Still going to be 5 to 10 seconds before the push can develop for Falcons. Picking up the spawn in the back perfectly. That is Shotzi. Well done.
And that's it, right? Like, that's the difference. These guys know this game to a T, and that is the difference. Some teams, I just think, allow that to happen. They get a kill. Boom, there's a mess.
No, that's probably, I mean, we're not psychics. I don't know how it would have gone if the Falcons held on to spawns, but we're thinking probably somewhere in the ballpark of a 50 to 100 point swing. Because that's a full 60.
Yeah, normally P2 is pretty messy, but you would think they would have a lead. And instead, they do not.
Well,
and
just
they
the
lose rotation. Now they're getting smoked.
Could have been 30 to 60 to Falcons. It was a full 60 to Texas. Like, it's as ugly as it can be. Now Optic are set up beautifully inside of a P3, rocking, rolling, ripping, showing you what perfection looks like to the comps from Optic.
Out of pushing it. In it. I need the shot. They're hitting. Out of me. I got one. Go down. Still there, guys. Yeah, still out on you. Yo, one 10 a bullet. 10. Still 10. All the now. I got time. They're nading. Go on, come. Con got me at. Nice. Let's get this time. Kind of weak. What's this side? You guys con. Yo, what's the last two? Go. Alright, I'm gonna go outer fast. They could be red. I'm gonna cut low red, baby. Oh no. Lord, dead. Back new, dead. No one here. Not weak. Top blue kiss. 2 seconds on the back. Yeah, just play like it. I have her pinch. I'm back there. I have red. I still one back there. Nothing. In red. I'm pitching mid. Fast. Safe. One back there in the right corner. Back there, right corner. I can red guy. Yeah, 2 back there. Yeah. What's going close right corner? Close red. Red and 2 on top. Red got me, and I don't know if they went in the back. Yo, red. Still red. He found small. Still there. Dead. Under dead. One back there. Back door, weak. Nice. There's one back there. I have. There's a trophy back there. I need it. What's your smoker? He's hard stun. I'm trying this. Dead. There's both in the back. Yeah, both there.
It was a nice opening hold from Falcons, but it's a close roof side spawn for Optic. Next push, they battle in, lead, start to grow again.
Yeah, I mean, we were on board with Hook, right? He was the last one in the comm saying, hey guys, wait for me. He doesn't, so then he takes his time, and somehow Shotzi just like got in between a couple of Falcons players, which leads to that break. But we saw Dashy, the pistol hit, and of course it is. Also a Hellstorm in the pocket, and Optic lead.
Into our second set of rotations now. Optic trying to do a better job at the P1. Falcons trying to maybe avoid a late P1 blunder and get a better opportunity at P2, because it was a full 60 seconds to Optic Texas last time through. Dashy, couple in front. I think his Amos gets dragged and he gets put down, but it's Shotzi to clean up the scraps. He's 18-9. Leading the lobby, taking over. Spree, one more bullet would have continued, but that'll come to an end.
Yeah, I mean, everybody just dies on Pred, right? He's in the middle, and at first, it looked like he was going to go all the way through Dojo. Then he wraps back, waits for his team. They just get smoked by Shotzi. Now you have a 4 dead. 10 seconds, you are going to fly forward. If you are Optic, you're going to hunt these players down. Well, it's just down to Xnid, and he does a good job of finding two. He's got to buy some time. Could have been cleaner there for Optic, still might be.
Yeah, I think Xnid gives them a shot to maybe hold on to spawns, but with Stellium's double, we'll see if this is a reason it might be messy. Yes, it's gonna be messy at the beginning because of Xnid's play. Hook got a bit of a spree at 4 straight. He'll try and bust things wide open. Chance to get to 6, and he'll get it to 6, 7 in front of him. Nothing left in the chamber, so he'll reload and rely on his teammates to pick it up. But Optic dealing with it, and so far P2 has been their playground.
Yeah, Mercules was turned around, but he just did not expect that one player to be in the back. He knew it was an option, but Kismet able to win that fight. So you are able to break in. So another streak added to the arsenal. The crazy thing is you had 37 seconds after the first P1. You're just about to double it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Lights out. At P2, and well, the chain from P2 to P3 is where things started to unravel a little bit early on in this game, and he got a chance to do it here behind the streak. Sneaking behind enemy lines with Hook on the deep rotation. He might get 1 or 2 for you. He's gonna get both, and the streak might set you up near the point. Not able to connect on anything, but maybe providing some opening lanes for you to at least get aggressive on this. Nice combo on the nades there from Falcons. That'll be 2 for Cell. You deal with the first streak. Still 1 in the pocket of Texas, but well,
they're going to call it in right away. Looks like it was just right back into the tablet. So go for a round 2. And well, you get the first kill if you are Falcons. So holding on right now. Mercules, though, does respond, but you are all the way through. The rest of the players were through the middle of the map on Optic's side, so no one through Dojo. It's just Mercules. Shotzi, though, guess what? He is behind enemy lines. But I think you take this, if Falcons, all day, and you can look at the spawns, and you're holding on to the time. Cell's on 5 in a row.
Yeah, you're still down 80, but that could have been
It's momentum.
No, that could have been ball game. If either of those streaks works out a little bit better.
And does Cell get a streak? That'll be another question.
He's getting close. 6 straight for Cell. Falcons starting to put themselves into some better positions. This transition off a 3rd, going to be a big one, and we'll see how it plays out. Some tags in, rethinking that gunfight, repositioning, all headshots for Cell, 7 straight, 1 off the street.
Again, though. Shotzi summoned, he just gets behind them again. He did it the last P4. He found the opening, and he's able to find 2. You still have the close spawns, but you need a couple of more kills to give yourself a little bit of breathing room.
It makes sense they want to play Dan over Blackheart because he can make those plays easier here, right?
100%.
Like him just finding an opening that doesn't even take a gunfight to get behind you. The streak does come through for Cell, so you'll have that to work with now, trailing by about 60. There's just not many openings on Blackheart to just catch. I mean, yes, you can take a long route and stuff, but not as easy to be elusive, that's for sure. But Shotzi continues to make plays, but hold up now.
Yeah, you've handled
Falcons have absolutely handled it. We'll see when maybe they get better value out of their streak, Joe.
Yeah, they could use this to break an early P1 setup. Mercules gets aggressive through Dojo side, and that's going to be the call. So Cell's going for it right away, but you're within striking distance now. 37 seconds. You see what this does. So Optic, they're just going to hold for map control, but Tiz is going to get on the time, and now you got to win this fight. Plus, you lose one. Probably not what you wanted. You're hoping to avoid that. But numbers in the side, or on the side of Falcons is Pred. Xnid, they're going to find 3 Tizes on the hill. Here we go.
All right, comeback. Mounting much better value out of your streak usage there for Falcons. Xnid waiting, finessing to the point. We see Cell getting cracked with a sub in hand. He's able to clean up 1. There's the flip on through. You've got spawns for next. 25 seconds remaining, and that is exactly what you want. You're going to get this time and hold the back line. Now, just no late hard point blunder. Oh, 1 is going to spawn in the back. That's number 7, and Mercules is going to pop. They didn't pick it up last time, and they're not going to pick it up this time. What can Mercules do? Because now everything unraveling.
And again, it's just like they're not even turning around that it's an option, right? The player in P2 is not blocking that spawn. So yeah, it unravels again. So Mercury's is gonna make you pay. Now it is Exney just trying to hold on. His teammates will be here. It'll be a bit of a mess, but you have spawns if you are Optic.
If there's one thing we're gonna look at the end of this. This is an Optic win. It is going to be the P1 to P2s.
Yeah, both of them.
Falcons just can't seem to pick up the spawn, but they're doing it from the front, holding Optic in the back. If they can turn this into kills in time, this would be just absolutely massive. Lead change is looming with this kill. It'll lead to it. There's a contest to the point for a second, but now the lead change is in. Falcons go out in front. The skirmishes continue around the point, but what a great job, honestly. Falcons, without the spawns in the back, doing a great job for the front.
And this all starts from that P3, right? Double Hellstorm, you hold on, you're able to find the time, then you turn into a P4 hole, but the game is not over. 20 seconds, Optic fight for the scrap time. And well, it could come down to that P3 again.
Off to the races we go. Trying to get in position towards P3. We'll have a one-on-one towards the point.
Did you see him though?
I don't think either player saw each other. Or Mercules maybe saw him. Mercules gets some damage in. Softens up Kismet. Kismet though, great job backing up to his teammates. At least able to get a kill before he gets dropped. Extend tracking, not quite on point. He will fall. Cell, hurt, dropped. Hook with the multi. The skirmishes continue here around the hard point. 20 points away from the victory though right now are Optic.
And well, Mercules with another double. We saw it on P2 to break for them to get in. And well, there is the triple to try and close out game. Pred is fighting, doing the best that he can. But Mercules, I think, calls map 1.
One more opportunity to get in. They've got to go. They've got to win every single fight. That is not going to happen. Optic will take the map 1 and yeah, the P1 to P2s. Just plague Falcons there. And yeah, no, they're just, like you said, they're just not even aware the spawn could come in. We saw a couple of those split spawns. Like, you just know how goofy they can get before P2, and you saw players pick it up on the side of Optic. It just does. The same reads weren't there for Falcons.
Yeah, there's that back HUD spawn, and I just don't think, you obviously don't block that from P2. And that's their furthest player back, right? You have to be in couches or lobby right outside on those stairs. Instead, they're trying to play in through sort of the other side of the map on P1 and P2, and it just, you see that split spawn will happen. It happened 2 times, but stats-wise, massive game out of Pred, a bunch of multi-kills. Mercules, though, he's in a match that with Shotzi.
And if there was one other thing he might highlight on the Optic side led to the win, just a couple of times that, well, the guy that slips through. Shotzi able to get in behind enemy lines and make some plays around the objective. We'll check out some of the highlights as Mercules puts up over 4K damage, and Optic get their first win on Den. As he said, they've been getting it done in scrims, just trying to get it done in matches.
Yeah, it's going to make Optic fans very happy, and it could have been a lot cleaner. Could have been a lot cleaner for
I guess
them.
a good hardpoint team.
Yeah, probably don't want to use both Hellstorms at that P3. Maybe, yeah, the best.
Could have gone better, yeah.
Could have gone better for them. That's probably the one thing that they will look at. Because that was a hell of a fight out of Falcons. And this was that chance. I thought Shotzi broke P4 again, but you can see his teammates were just kind of so far away. And you get the next kills out of Exnid. So this is the P4 that almost ties the game up out of Falcons. You got that Hellstorm from Celium to flip. And yeah, that's when this spawn flip will happen.
And even with that, he did a pretty good job at that last P2.
No, he did.
Falcons fought it from the front and almost able to pin off to get it back the entire time, so you'd have an advantage maybe on rotation, but it's hard to do throughout the entire. I mean, that would have been you can't expect to hold it from the front P2 for a full 60. It's just not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen, especially when Mercules is on the other side, because he had a multi-kill there and then a multi-kill at the P3 to close the game out. The boys are locked in, and now they're going to get to a search and destroy.
Yeah, so Optic maybe adding another tool to their toolkit. Fantastic map 1 as they'll get the win. And you can still see they're making some improvements there, so trying to figure things out. Definitely some moments they could have done a little bit better, but the fact is they walked away with the win. And now we get ready for the search and destroy, where Optic have been good, and on the other side, Falcons have not been great.
Yeah, and then and we're going to an exposure search, which both teams throughout Stage 2, I don't even know if Falcons played it, but this to me kind of goes back to Major 1, right? Because this was that winners round 1 matchup, and this is where we saw some early mistakes from players like Exnid.
Yeah, no, there was just some, I remember specifically the one through mid where he needed to trade a kill and didn't. Seemed like comms were a little bit off, or he was playing a little, I didn't want to scam, didn't want to play safe, not make a mistake, and it ends up kind of costing them in times. But we'll see if he's got more comfortable, if they can put up something in search and destroy. Because if this Falcons team finds some subtle improvements in search, they are a real threat, to make a run into a championship Sunday, make a run into a final.
Yeah, with how good their hard points been, you think if it just gets to 50-50, they have a shot here.
No, 100%.
But I think it's just sort of map pool that they have to figure out. I think really relied on Colossus early, but that got worse. Now you're starting to look to raid, which you have raid if you get to that map 5.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get all the way to the map 5, though. Optic, after taking that map 1, making things a little bit more difficult. Optic trying to, I think there's something to be said where it's like, first time playing everybody having 11 matches. I would love to end it perfectly and say we had the best qualifier of all time. But at the same time, what's the important thing? The important thing is the major. You want to work on some maps that maybe haven't been your bread and butter. So they'll be playing some things and squaring up quite a bit, but they've been able to get away with that and also get series victories. Next test will be the search and destroy. What do you want to see more of from Falcons? Like, what has been the issue? What do you think has been the big issue in search? Is there anything that stands out? Like, I know we've talked about Exodus struggles at times, but
yeah, I think just sort of being on the same page, like mid-round. Like, I think their openings are fine. They're getting some of these first bloods, but it's kind of step 2 to me. All right, like, I don't know. When do we want to go for these plans? Post-plan setups?
I'm saying give Exodus the sniper, let him get cracked with it, and then maybe you don't have to worry about those plays he makes.
Yeah, you do have Tiz on your team, so yeah, maybe you let him rock it.
I don't know. All right.
Maybe he's slide to that role.
I feel like there's no way Exodus can't be twisted with the sniper. The way that guy moves, maybe he's horrible with it, though. I don't know.
No, I'd like to see it.
I honestly would. Then he's not probably in those positions where he's overthinking things. Just let him fly around, try to hit snipes. There's a reason I'm not coaching.
Maybe they've tried it, though.
Because I'd rather do this.
Maybe they've tried it.
Maybe they have. You're right. Exposure, though, into the mix for the map 2. Next in. Gonna have a whole heap of Optic players in front of him. Damage into 1 or 2, able to walk away with 1, and he's just flying at you.
The problem is he's flying, but his teammates are dying. But Pred's still shooting after that map number 1. But Exton was so quick through Zig. He ends up flanking Mercules. I thought it was going to be a bit of an ugly one where like Exton wasn't going to be involved while his teammates die. But Pred, he turns it around, allows Exton to get here.
Yeah, no hesitation, just aggression on through. Hook trying to get the spot, now trying to get the clutch. Nice damage. But still work to do. 1v2, plenty of time.
Yeah, well, this is going to take so long on this wrap, and that he's just going to have no idea where these guys are. And they just take low dirt back, right? So they have the bomb check. Well, Icynid looked here
he
for
had the read
moment.
for a second, and we'll pick it back up. Beautifully done.
Great map, or round 1.
Solid round 1 there from Exnid. And I thought he was in trouble early. Like, everybody's flying out mid on. The teammates had him there with the help, and then, yeah, no hesi. He gets forward, ends up with 3 in the round.
Well, yeah, I mean, he gets a kill there, like mid-box.
Just goes.
And just runs. And I just don't know if Optic expect that. Like,
probably not, no.
Probably not at all. You're sort of thinking, like, he's around mid-box. Where did he go? Oh, he's behind us.
You get shot in the back 3 seconds later. It's like, how fast is this guy? Well, he is moving. Solid round out of Exnid. Falcons strike first. Now we'll see Optics look on the offensive end of things. Dashy looking for the angle with the snipe.
That is a hell of a nade.
Nade's hit, and they try to push it right from the B outer route up through mid. They're able to find the blood again. Shotzzy out of this. And the whole team having to back it up for now. Early sequences going well for Falcons.
Yeah, just a lot of mid-map aggression. You do have Kismet, who's kind of playing on an island right now. You see number 3. He is away from the squad.
He's either going to... Oh, that timing.
Yeah.
He just repositioned, and he got spotted. That is...
Got one, though.
Okay.
Got one.
I was going to say, that was disgusting. The fact he gets 1, really all he needed to do. That'll be bomb down, still advantage to Falcons. Dashy, though, rips Exit head off, and that's the difference maker the snipe can be. 2v2, and we're all over the map.
Yeah, Pred on one side, Cell on the other.
Okay, well...
Wrong read there.
Wrong read there, yeah. No,
and that's kind of the thing when you're so split, don't have info.
Yeah, Pred took a lap around the entire map. Let's see if he can walk away with the clutch, though. But Cell just caught with his pants down. Not ready for that at all. Here we go. See if Pred can walk away with the clutch. Able to win 1. He has a smoke. Able to finesse. Back to full HP. 1 top, 1 bottom. The song and dance continues with 30 on the clock. Dashy backs it up.
I think he still has a snipe in hand, so he might only have a pistol. And well, just gonna throw some shoulders. This man is quick. And now there's a question of like, is he gonna hop this bomb? And well, Dashy has the read. I mean, just completely outplayed in this one-on-one.
Bro, he's got Pred to an
But it may not matter.
And no, he got to it.
You got to it.
He got to it.
Well, outplayed until the final seconds.
Yep. Oh
there
my
we
God.
go. It was just such a long one-on-one. These guys are doing circles.
Pred was chasing ghosts for quite a while. Dashy just a step ahead until he wasn't. Pred wins the round. That was a circus.
And this is what I was kind of talking about, sort of step 2 in the rounds, where Falcons kind of throw it. You get the first blood. It's a 3-on-2. Then Xnid dies. Cell gets caught, but Pred, he bails you out.
Yeah, I think Dashy's just thinking if he chows here, I got my trusty pistol. I'm going to melt him.
Or I'm just going to waste enough time.
Or enough time, yeah. Pred doesn't miss a bullet, though, and clutches up. Pred 4-0. 2-0 lead for Falcons. Pred by himself on this side of the map, just playing a little bit of dodgeball, able to dodge the nades. Nothing connects with him, so they don't know he's here. Dashy brought you back to a 3v3, I believe, with the snipe in the last round. Or the 2v2, or whatever it was. This time,
he's had a snipe in each round.
This time he gets the blood.
And yeah, it's like if he doesn't get that blood, do Optic go? But I think after the blood, they slow down. And if they don't slow down, maybe they run into Pred. And now, yeah, it's the opposite. You run into your old teammate who's laying on the ground.
Yep, total opposite. That was a really good example, though, of how first blood can change everything, though, yeah?
Without a doubt. Yeah, I think Optic are going there.
And Pred might get traded, but he's getting one. Exit stomping. 1 versus 4. And behind a couple. Damage into a couple, but not able to close anything out until Hook re-peeks and Hook gets dropped.
Just saying hi.
Goes for the world star.
There was a snipe.
Yeah,
there was a snipe.
Do it. Hey, it looked all right. Didn't hit the shot, but I like what I saw. Give it to him. But yeah, that first blood from Dashy changes the plans. They're able to put the brakes on and catch him. Pred wants to be the pop-up surprise, but...
No, you nail it. I mean, he dodges all the nades. That's like the key. They have no info that he was there. So
oh, yeah. Honestly, if it was the first blood, I thought he was guaranteed a kill in that round. You saw everything hit in front of him. Like 2 frags, 2 stuns, nothing hits him. And that's usually the ISO player. A little bit of dodgeball, right? I mean, yeah. You're trying to catch somebody. Dashy nearly gives you another one, and he... Oh, well, Sal, of course.
Guy.
Sal likes to chow snipers. Always has. He's on 0. Doesn't matter. He's still going to be chowing snipers. Gets first bullet in. The flinch will be enough. Shotzzy, though, he'll have a, well, one-on-one the other side as he pushes on forward. Kismet will be dropped and isolated. Sal will get put down by the wall bang from Mercules. And waited this entire time for his lunch is who? Pred is gone. And it's exited by himself again quickly. He's a bullet. And that'll seal it.
And well, that's the first time we don't really see aggression defensively from Falcons, and does not look great because, yeah, you just gave up so much of the map. You allowed him. Honestly, it was just kids playing for info, was worried about the snipe, and then, like, yeah, he's just solo challenging low dirt by himself when he has 3 teammates window. Fact is, they just cannot let that bomb go down that cleanly.
Cell struggling through 4 rounds, 0-4. He's only done 100 damage.
Not great.
Cannot get involved. They're going to need him to turn it around. But the fact is, you're 2-2. So not the end of the world. If you looked at the kills right now, I think it's a little more lopsided, but that's not going to be the case. Back to round 1. Xnid straight out. Looking to chow. Nobody there from Optic, but looks like it'll be a quick plan in. We'll see if Trophy is there for coverage or the nades are going to connect. Looks like plan is in. But Dashy.
He has 1 per round.
Another snipe.
Yeah, he's got 1 per round right now. This is exactly what you want. It's another first blood.
Well, it's 5 rounds, 4 snipes, but it's close. This is round 5, right? Am I faded?
Yeah, you got 1 around.
Oh, you did? Oh,
5.
No, it's funny. I was looking at the data feed, which it doesn't have it on there yet. No, sorry.
It was delayed. I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure it's 1 per.
I was staring at the data feed for the first blood. It still showed 4. I was like, well, that's not quite how math works. But I forgot that's delayed. I'm so sorry, Joe. I should have trusted you.
And well, that just leads to a perfect.
I'm not looking at that thing ever again. The 3 times I've referenced it, it's delayed. I've said something wrong. It doesn't make sense. Why is it delayed, Joe? We have the technology to have it be live.
Yeah, it's just another first death for kids, and of course, I mean, you got to shoulder that, right? But your teammate's planting. You have to look over him.
I wish you guys saw Joe's face when I said that. He looked at me like, what, man?
What was I? I'm pretty sure it's 5.
I'm never looking at that thing again. Just makes me an idiot. 4 straight for Shotzi, 4 straight for Hercules, 3 straight rounds. With Dashy with the eagle-eye coverage. They get pushed up. Not connecting on that one. The help is there. Him and Dashy both taking some damage. Dashy not able to thread the needle to hit that shot. Shotzi's gotten real pushed up though while that whole song and dance was going down mid-map. He's in a position to absolutely catch one, and he will. Can he get away with his life though? He's weak, and they are hunting him. Smoke will hit. He is out, fast like lightning.
And
Hercules here with the help.
Yeah, you have the help now. You put some damage in. What do you do here if you are the duo and Shotzi and Dashy? Well, maybe if they were a little bit, well, you're just gonna hit another shot. Maybe that is why Cell is 1-6. Dashy keeps just destroying him.
That was filth. Cell.
1 per round, 6.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll never question your mathematics again. Can Kiz clutch up? But what a finesse there from Shotzi. And what a snipe from Dashy.
It's a grenade.
Oh, a little short. Taking the route around. Oh, but he's gonna catch one. He gets greeted by a nade, but he's still able to get the kill. Hold up. Great damage into Dashy. Pushing it out. Ring around the Rosie again. I guess that's the clutch rounds for Dashy. Not able to win it. He'll drop. And there's enough time to get back to it. 2 crazy clutches from Falcons has them still in the hunt.
Well, that's just... I mean, they had all of the info. There was a detonate at the ground and Kismet run into it. They knew he was there.
Did it hit him or was it just short?
No, it hit him.
I thought it did.
I think Shotzi dies, and then I think, or sorry, Shotzi dies. I think he's telling Dashy just to pistol him, but it never comes out.
Yeah. I got to see it again. I couldn't tell if the nade was just short and he took damage from bullets, or if the nade hit and he didn't take damage
But the
from any
fact
bullets.
is there was a nade there, so they knew he was coming from that direction.
Yeah. Good old Shotzi dead nade. Okay, well, there's been some weird ones, Joe, but it's a weird year.
Listen, any other team, and we're like, what in the world? But it's all good. We'll allow them to make some mistakes.
Yeah.
Just not mistakes you want to see next weekend.
True. Get them out now. Get them out now. Just like me being sick this week. Get it out now.
Get it out now.
I'll have it next week. Fast one there for Falcons.
That's when they've had their success.
That's
what
a
we saw
Kismet
the last
bulldozer.
Yeah, they saw last defense a little bit. They just know. It feels like the map gets stagnant. With Kiz on it. So, yeah, if you give Dashy freedom, he's going to hit one.
Tell me the truth. The Kismet's standing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a good balance, good foundation to stand. Yep. So you run into him at full speed. Could you knock him over?
Knocked him over? I think I knocked him over.
You might. I don't know, man. That guy's a wall. I believe in you, too. Just go for his knees.
Go low.
I'm taking out his ACL, MCL.
He'd still play Todd.
It's true.
Doesn't need him.
True. Oh, what is wrong with me? So Dashy's been so good with the opening snipes. It's just unfortunately hasn't been able to walk away with either of the 1v1s.
Yeah, when the hell did this guy get this, by the way?
Great question.
Okay.
Pick for Exton. Give him 2. Exton's feasting. 7 and 5.
Hellstorm's maybe on the optic sheet of maybe a little practice there. Gotta figure those out. Did not work in the hard point and do not work here.
Dude, you got steamrolled in the last round, and it's looking that way in this one. Hercules, throwing an insane clutch, catches a great timing onto Kismet, but lots of work to do if he can pull off the 1 versus 4. Had the read onto Pred. Not on the Exton. Exton takes over in that round. And if he's your playmaker in search and he's putting up numbers like this, they're gonna be tough to beat.
Well, I'm assuming because he's just running up dirt to find 2 kills. So he must have done someone and then maybe killed Shotzi in the Hellstorm? Because he got a 2-piece.
I believe that was the play. Let's see.
Oh, no, they just run into
him.
Okay.
I knew he got a second, but I wasn't sure of the second one. That was the most awkward gunfight of 2026.
Oh, he had mute field, so that's what it was. They didn't see him on the Hellstorm. They didn't see him on the Hellstorm.
The mute field play. I love that. Good shout. Because that's something we're not going to really notice until we see a replay like that.
I'm like, how is he there for free? Does Shotzi not see him? But that is how.
There you go. Good old mute field play. Incredible there out of Exton. Because he's on 4 straight. And it's been dominant rounds back to back. Pressure now to Optic to bring this back. I mean, in fact, the fact he's 2-7 and you're still up, you got to feel great because we know how prolific he can be in search. Shotzzy trying to give you a chance. Pred, though, nice little snap back to.
Well, I think you do have a chance. You're not going to expect this. Kiz is in your spawn, and you had a chance on the Dashy to turn into a one-on-one. But yeah, fact is you just had everybody in the middle of the map, and Kiz was on like a long route. Like, yo, don't die on me. And well, they all died.
Yeah, Mercury's position isn't this. Maybe you got a shot, but even if he gets killed, probably getting traded.
You see number 3, like he's just.
Oh. And then Pred had a nice little bunny hop and snap out on the hoop, but not quite enough. Optic staying alive in this search and destroy, and for Falcons, you're just looking for that closeout round. This year, seemingly the hardest to just close out the search. Will be Dashy with the opening pick with a snipe. Well, he's gonna catch an 8. You're in a little bit of trouble, but no follow-up for now. Who's gotten to a good spot out mid-map.
And the timing of that is perfection, right? Because you see Cell starting to work into the top window. If Dashy like over-peaks that, I think the nade lands.
Good help from Pred.
And then Cell's able to find that kill. But yeah, Pred just making sure no funny business. I have the read on you too.
Yeah, he's like, what, Cell was the bait and Pred was the finisher. They are fired up. They know search and destroy is where the improvements needed to come. It's a big search and destroy win, and they are pumped. X did some incredible plays. I mean, honestly, Dashy closed out a couple of those 1v1s, or one of those 1v1s. This is going the distance, but as good as they are, still some misplays on the Optic side at times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give Pred props, dude, because he was fine in map 1. He's been doing it here now in map 2, improving big time in the search and destroy. The Des talked about it. He's got like a 1-3.
Look at that 1-2 punch from him and Exit, though.
Yeah, those two playing with confidence, playing together, and it is paying off.
Yeah, I mean, Cell, not a great map, but who cares? I know, I mean, like, boys, all right. Fired up to see Pred Exit putting in that type of work in search to destroy. Terrific map. Mercules, I mean, that guy's a lock to put up a good map in search to destroy. He has a solid one, but it's not quite enough. Goes 10 rounds. And Falcons will tie us up at 1-1.
And now you get to their exposure overload, where they're 3-0. Nameless thinks they're the best exposure overload team in the game. They have shown that. But Optic is also undefeated on this one. So
yeah, quite good at overload.
Yeah, should be
they
good.
had their first loss last weekend. So we know they can be incredible, but this series continues to deliver. We'll see how deep we will go. It's Falcons that really could use 10 points. Again, they still have kind of a cushion when you think about the fact they're playing Surge later this weekend to get their 10 to get 6 wins. But you do it here. I mean, you're basically guaranteed T6, you'd think, for this Falcons roster. We'll see if they're able to do it. The battle continues, though, with the map 3 exposure after this quick break.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to FazeVegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Got me.
We have the overload device.
As Karma finds another 2-piece, here's the overdrive. Popped as he just trying to back him up, making all the plays is Crimsix.
The curse has been broken. The dynasty has been cemented. They are the greatest roster in Call of Duty history. Optic Gaming are officially the Call of Duty World League champions.
4-3 in game 5.
Oh no!
4v2.
This guy don't play for the win. What? This is criminal. What was that?
Play for the win.
Why is he laying down though?
Because he don't play for the win. I get.
Hey Ken, you know what you thought from?
This guy's not real.
What do we call that out? Because I knew he was there the whole time.
Let's call it barrel.
Stay on Spires. Play 2-1.
Play your life, dude. He's in. He's just running away. Just run.
Fuck no, baby. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Yo, this guy was f***ing so much.
What do you want to say to the fans out there that's been supporting you guys? Fuck Optic, fuck the Greenwell. Vamos! And that's gonna do it for me and Vico here on the stage.
Dude, I kind of miss Vic. He was your guy.
That was my guy. Now he's like
Jack. Probably dating a supermodel, rich. Yeah, good for him. He's life worked out for him. But let's keep the series going. Talk to me about this map 3.
Again, strong one for both squads. But if you're talking exposure overload, I think Falcons. Yeah, this has been their best. 3-0 throughout stage 2. As you said, Optic though, best overload team in the game. Finally lose one after their crazy double-digit streak.
Yeah.
And well, Huchi has been a monster when it comes to overload.
He's a monster at just about everything. This guy has been absolutely insane. When you're talking about MVP race, it's early.
Yeah.
We've had one event, but he's looking like a contender for that. We'll see as the year goes on, but he has been absolutely insane. King Kyler.
And he's had some of these online stages in the past, so I think we're just all. Can he do this next week?
Can he do it all year? Yeah. And especially at the LAN. We'll see. It's me. We're traveling all the way over to Birmingham. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm pumped for everything except the flight.
With this team, he doesn't have to have a 1-3.
No.
Cherry on top.
Well, that's one of those things though. It's like sometimes it's just not realistic to put up those numbers once you get to LAN. Like if he's not, how does the dynamic change and are they fine? I mean, I still think they're going to be fine, but just with how this team is
I think if he's putting up a 1-3, if
they're winning the event,
I think
without a doubt, yes. I would put money on that. If who has a 1-3, they win the event. All right, well, we get ready for the overload. Falcons try to ride off the momentum of this map 2. Map 1 was very winnable for them, barring a couple of mistakes or missed reads on spawns. They had a chance to do that. I think you're feeling pretty good if you're them. Like, we're in this series. Not many teams have tested Optic. Not many teams have pushed them. They've only gone to game 5 twice over this entire stretch. Can they close out and beat them?
Yeah, and I think this is a huge confidence for them. Just how this match went on LAN at the last major. You win this, it's just sort of a mental battle if there is a matchup next week.
We can do it.
We can do this.
100%. And maybe it seemed like Exton, I don't know, maybe felt some nerves at that first major with this team. You hope maybe he's a little bit more comfortable at the next. Maybe for him, just a mental hurdle beating this team. And he had a great search and destroy there. But we'll take a look at some stats before we get locked and loaded into this map 3.
Just a mess.
It is just a mess. Like I said, Falcons are looking for that 6th win. They have a second match to play this weekend. That'll be against Surge, I believe it was. Optic's final match is against Koi.
We have Thieves next versus G2?
Yes. These 2 matches are tough. They play G2 and then they play Gentlemates.
I mean, G2 should go up to 7 and have the 2nd seed.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
You think kind of Gentlemates in down how it is, for those 4 teams, but for the rest, I mean, yeah. Because do I think Koi's going to beat Optic in the final match of the weekend? No, but I don't know.
I mean, Optic might play them on 3 dens, so
yeah, exactly. If anyone would play them on 3 dens,
they legitimately might just play them on 3 dens.
You're the den team, all right.
Yeah, we'll play you on 3 dens before the major, sure.
Get slammed. I mean, no one. I don't think Koi have seen a den in their last 3-4 matches, but they may in that one.
They might.
Yeah, no, 100%. So there might be an upset. We'll see. It might boil down to how much Optic care about being 11-0 and how much they just care about continuing to work on the maps they need to work on. Or just how much they want to square up people in their maps and just let them know they're better.
Yeah, that's a mental battle in itself.
Or you do what Aches used to do and you just let people fry you and think they're better than you and then go out and fry them on LAN. Is that what he always said? He would throw in scrims.
That's a Pat story for sure. Yeah, of course.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Just flip a coin with the Pat story. It could be true, it could be a lie. Could be some truth mixed with a lie. Yeah. What is it, the best lies are mixed with truth?
Mm-hmm.
Guy had a cold for 1 scrim. Exposure. 2 fantastic overload teams on Exposure. Important. these opening sequences can be. Exit right up the gut, looking for it, and while his teammates are really finding the kills, teammates finding all the kills. Cell's gotten 2 to start you off. Exit just thinking spawn kills, runs right by 1, unfortunately.
Yeah, the big reason why they are so good at this map is, you know, a lot of the times we kind of talk about the sub sort of pressure from Hooch and Shotzzy, how good they are getting lost flanking you. It is the same thing on exposure overload for Pred and Xnid. As soon as they get to like a window room inside of your P4, good luck dealing with them.
Well, if you've got Kismet 5-0, just slamming you to start, probably gonna bode well, but he's doing it on one side and you're attacking on the other, and that'll be a score. And Kismet still dances around in your back line. They've got to deal with him. He's playing hide and go seek. He's still back there.
Yeah, while they're trying to deal with him, his teammates are coming off spawn, and it spawns topside towards the tank. So I'm not sure. I have no idea. Merciless is still looking for
It's
him.
the longest game of hide and seek I've ever seen in my goddamn life. But finally, Kismet is going to get dropped. His streak off the rip will come to an end, but damage done as Falcons have that 1-0 edge. Now some important gunfights begin to go down here around the objective as you lose 2 teammates. Some clutch kills there from Exton and Kismet to hold the line. Exton doesn't get one, and things unravel probably quickly, and that might be a score. But out comes the old ball finesse.
The old ball finesse. I mean, you're just going to take it back to where your teammates are spawning, and then you can go the other way. Heads up play there from Mercules. Hoof's going to be the lead blocker. But Pred and Kismet find the kills. They will slow this down, take possession.
Shotzzy is still here in a threatening position, but that is dealt with quickly. Not quite the hide and seek king this game that we saw from Kiss off the opening. They're still just thinking about where they want to wrap this out.
Yeah, be careful with this. It's tough. Yeah, you have Hook up. And well, you're not watching this?
No.
Give this up.
No.
May not matter.
It will matter, Joe. It will
not matter.
It will matter, Joe.
It may not matter.
Okay.
Kiz is here.
Holy hell.
It still may matter.
Okay. That was, dude, I started sweating actually. I was like, how?
Can't give that up.
You spend all this time ball finessing just to have Hook come and steal your balls.
Okay, you get to trade on him. They need to get this.
Get it out of here. Get it out of here.
Run forward, please.
Lord almighty.
What is happening? That is a challenge.
Hook's in behind again, but thankfully Exton will get it done with the pistol. It's a circus here early in the map 3. Let's hear the comms from Falcons.
In the corner. Come to me.
Yeah, go. No, wait. Go AMG. Next space lift the G.
I hear you. Back right, dash. One shot. They're both wait. I'm taking SND. I'm dead, AG.
SND.
SND, one shot, bro. I'm trying to get to the tower. Yeah, here, tower. Taking right.
I'm shit on.
I'm getting right.
Tower on me. Tower, Dashy.
Need tower.
SND on the ball. One shot P1.
Towers, one shot.
One shot P1.
Tower, Dashy. One way. They're going A. Nice Dashy. One shot tower.
Settle box. He went to SND.
SND dead.
No,
Dashy tower me. I'm nading tower. I'm playing right up here. I'm nading right side tower.
How about best player?
Server. I didn't stun him. He could be like a break maybe. It's one left. I blocked it.
I'll have bottom server, guys.
How did you?
Listen. I'm trying to grab this. Bottom server. Grab the ball.
I'm going.
No.
Wait.
I have back server. One offside. 2v1. Come on.
I'm with the kids. Run, kids. Run, kids.
One spotlight.
He's on the top. I'm dead. He's up top above you. Just stay there. No, two gun. One's our top. One more on the HNE.
Okay, that nearly became insane. This has been a ridiculous half.
You saw how patient they were. I mean,
no, the bouncer Pred were great. Yeah.
Well, and Pred's got you feel like Pred's got a challenge, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just trying to maybe, sneak that one in.
Sometimes he's like too sneaky though.
No, but they waited for it. Maybe that works for his Optic, but or versus other teams, but not for his Optics. That's what they're going up against.
And now Optic
counter,
slamming it down your throat. Tied up 1-1, under 20 to play. It's a bottom side spawn. Counter opportunity maybe for Falcons, but you lost Kismet, so that'll slow things down a bit. Picking up the gun is Exit. He should be able to get multiple. He's going to get 2. All on Shotzzy now to make the play. Just have to kill EMP carry in a good spot. That's a snap from Pred as Shotzzy just gets fried, and that's a late score for Falcons.
I mean, you can just tell how familiar these guys are with each other. Honestly. because I think the Pred play, you're waiting for Pred. You know he's the last one.
Oh, yeah.
And then that play to just check that spot because, all right, who are we looking for? Shotzzy? I'm going to turn this corner and check it because this is what I would do.
Yeah. It slams him. 2-1 to Falcons. And what was, I mean, we had the game of hide and seek at the beginning with Kiz. We watched Falcons wrap the EMP back and forth in their base for about 2 minutes just to let Hook 3-piece them without taking a single point of damage. But then they're able to hold on and it doesn't turn into a score.
You would
sell you as a kangaroo.
We're like, this is the weirdest game like of the year, it's felt like.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's just me. I've had the flu this week. And I'm
this
like
is
coming
a
off
weird
of a
one.
fever, or if this has just been goofy COD.
I think it's just sort of like, the two different play styles clashing. I would assume that like Optic's probably pretty like, the hell's happening?
Yeah. I think you're probably right. Time of possession stole away to Falcons. It has been throughout the entire game, and they've got a 2-1 lead behind that. Pushed up his Kismet. He was the break-off king in the opening moments of the first half to lead to a score. Can't deliver the same results this time. So that'll be the push stalled out. Defense is good enough. Mercury's at 15-10, and now let's see what Optic Texas do with this. They're gonna park the brakes here for a second. Trying to find a kill to get out.
Yeah, you want them to sort of over-rotate there towards the top B side, and that's exactly what they want to do. But now they might go towards top B, so you're going to spawn them A. You can already see Mercules is on 4 in a row. He's got the help of Dashy behind him. Reading the spawners, getting that first kill. The patience on point, but you still need the next set of kills. But it is MC locking those down.
I thought that nade might get maybe 1 or 2 if it just lands right, but not going to turn anything. Shotzzy's still here fighting. He's going to grab it. He's going to go. He's going to bounce, and he's going to get through. Shotzzy, the last man there, able to make the play and tie us up at 2-2.
Those are the plays you got to watch for that guy. Just able to sneak in, just able to find those timings. They didn't work a lot of the first half, but he's going to keep going for him. Able to tie this up.
Xnit will delay this push as he'll drop EMP carrier, and he's just going to grab this. I thought he was just going to run for, but no, wisely going to wait for his teammates to help him out mid-map. His help gets laid out. Shotzzy's tucked in the corner, damage into both, but not able to finish the kill. We'll set up an easy one for Hook, though, as I said, damage into both, as Hook comes in to be the clean sweeper.
I think 3 bullets into both of those guys. But you just continue to fight if you are Falcons. And well, right off a spawn, Shotzzy's back to it. The hipfire, perfect, straight to the face of Pred.
I swear, hipfire is like questionable sometimes.
Yeah,
drop it, but there it was not questionable.
Not at all.
I was like a hungry hippo, and well, the little balls were Shotzzy's bullets.
He just jumped over somebody.
Sure did. Well, hippos probably can't jump too high, but that's all right. I'm not a zoologist or whatever deals with animals. Drone is top side, they'll fight for control. Cell had a dud in the map too, but starting to get back to himself here in this one. One of the better pistols in the game, and he wants to get active with it. Wide open goal. It's just whether utility hits. Stun is a little bit short. He'll go up high and stomp on his face. Also put it through. Lead back to Falcons.
Well, the thing is I think Optic thought they had a chance to stop that, right? So you see the spawns, and Pred is already there. A lot of the times, it's about the free counters that this map gives you. But you don't push on through. You try to wrap back. You try to stop that, and Pred's already there for the cutoff. So you deal with the danger, and you hold on to this lead with 2 minutes to go.
Shotzzy, though, once again in a corner. His kill will delay the push. Kismet will get one. They'll grab that. They'll scoop. They'll go, and it'll get through. Pred getting another one in. 4-2 advantage with 2 to play.
And now you know what they're thinking. Can we get possession of this and
park this thing?
Yeah, bring this all the way back.
Throw it back. We'll see if they can get in position to do that. Or if Optic can keep applying the pressure to not allow that setup to really come through. Pred just trying to stay up, being squirrely, but Hook eventually going to take him out. You've got advantage in map position for now. Hook finding some big ones. Hook finding another one. 5 straight for him as he's peeling apart the Falcons' onion. This may set up a score, but unfortunately you lose the EMP carrier, so this stalls everything out. The person going to pick it up is going to get dropped. It's Mercules, the turret in the back, that gets 4.
He's got to go.
Can he scoop it and go? No, the nade from Kiz! The nade from Kiz off spawn. And that might stop the comeback.
I mean, yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you have that, and then it would have went topside. Still a minute to go. Optic's still in control. Finally feels like they're starting to get all the kills that they want, but they have to execute here on the offensive side.
Hercules with 1. Trying to get it through, still not there.
MC!
Swiping out, MC does it this time. The clutch kills have been there, and now it's time to park a big old bust.
Yeah, we're gonna be hanging out here for 30 seconds.
Could be worse. I'm glad it's not a couple of minutes, Joe.
At least it's 30 seconds.
I mean, this 30 seconds would be less time they took to find Kisman when he was back here.
That's true.
Honest, I would love to hear the comps from Mercules. Like, I don't know where this guy is. I can't find him. Hold up now. Maybe. No, never mind. This is the time to reset. Not enough time to do it. I tried to hype myself up if he's like pieces everybody, but no, just not enough time to do it. So Ant said he thought the Falcons were the best exposure overload team in the game. They get it done in the map 3. 2 of the Titans of the mode square up. It's a big win from Falcons, now up 2-1, and well, this will be the 3rd time that this Optic roster has been tested over this qualifier. The other 2, they're able to come away with a Game 5 victory. They're gonna have to do it again.
Just very unorthodox style. He's just walking, it's 2-1.
You should see it walked in, like arms across his chest. Just the biggest smile on his face. This guy's cheesing. You know what happened last time Ali started dancing about the Paris advantage, bro?
Well, I'm not excited. I just want to check out.
Yeah, all right. We're having a good time, though. Dude, that was some of the moments on that map were like a clown show. I was like, what is happening? No, the Kismet nade was nuts. Holy, we'll take a look through the stats and how that one played out.
I mean, because it felt like the last 2 minutes, mid-map control was all of Optics, and it felt like they couldn't really get that cleanly throughout this map. But finally, it was starting to flow a little bit.
No, it felt like the desperation hit, and they clicked. Yeah, they did.
It clicked.
When Who killed like 4 straight, I'm like, all right, here we go.
But then, just that nade.
$50. Both of us getting an accurate prediction.
No, that nade was wild. Are you suddenly hearing the entire town in your ear? Yeah. Well, I said the alley comment, I like, heard her laugh, and I was like, am I in the Twilight Zone?
It went away. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. It just makes me laugh. I'm like, what is Ant talking about? He's talking about ordering cheeseburgers. Oh, my God. Looking through some of the highlights. And that was a funny one.
I mean, it was 2-1. And
it was like a fun one, but also just a funny one. I don't know. That had me laughing on multiple occasions.
Yeah, I think this was the most impressive little bit here, was from Falcons. Is like kind of scoring top B and then just making sure you have bottom side control. Well, I guess you never really got the forward spawns from Optic that time, so maybe that's why they felt like they could wrap all the way back, but Pred was on top of it, able to chain those 2 together, and then, this nade. I mean, you see where they're spawning. They're out. Like, maybe one player could get there, but everybody else was out of that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a guaranteed score, but it's a good chance that he's able to wrap back. He's still, you still have a good bit of ground to cover to get into the actual score, but, well, the grenade into the story. We didn't even see how that was going to play out. It's back-to-back maps now.
We always talk about the subliners, boys, and those nades, man. Kids, guys.
Yep. Comes from that family tree of dropping teardrops. We stay on exposure, and while we started the run for Falcons on exposure, Optic's first loss in grave may be on exposure unless they can get it to the raid search, and that's where you felt like if Falcons could get it to that map 5, you felt pretty good about their chances. Well, they've guaranteed that map 5. Now it's a question of can Optic get it there?
And what you can see right here, it has been a long time since a team has put up 3 maps on these boys.
No, it is one of the most impressive runs we have seen.
Yeah, well, I guess that one, it was 4 maps because it was the final, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All the way back to the final. That is nuts. These guys have been lights out. Yeah, they've had the occasional hiccup. They've dropped some maps. So the fact is they've closed it out when they needed to. And now need to get it done here. Well, I mean, the need's really on the Falcons side, I guess. When you talk about the 10 points, they really want to make sure they get. If they get that, I mean, Falcons, they got Surge still to go. Good chance they get to 7 wins and they're sitting like a 2-3 type seed. Still wait to get a couple butts in seats before we hop into the map 4.
It's a twisted duo, the Bash brothers.
Oh, 100%.
Bash brothers.
100%.
You think they're doing like headbutting each other right now?
Something like that.
It's like headbutt accident Predator just going at it.
They come back with black eyes. Stats from the old duo, Pred and Shotzi. Map 1 rewind. Both put up 33. Both putting in damage. Shotzi, some crucial plays in that map 1 den to help secure the victory. Pred, really some monster plays over these last 2 maps to give them the 2-1 edge, though.
Yeah, he was a multi-kill machine, though, in the middle of that map number 1. Sort of an early Shotzi start, then Mercules closed it out. Couple of mistakes there from Falcons, but it doesn't matter. They bounce back to win the next 2. Suppose a little bit different, though, right? I mean, well, Yeah, then Den. I mean, you still have your openings, but you expect these guys to have the M15s out.
Oh yeah, but no, like mid-map, you know how it is. There's gonna be that Predator shots you play that's gonna disrupt the flow of a team or accidentally flip out their team, depending on how the sequence goes. Optic boys, butts and seats, talking through things. So they're talking through maybe some of the things they'd like to change about the last map or talking forward to this next one. How was that when you were a player? You kind of avoid like talking about the last match until after the last map until after the match.
Yeah, it's just sort of like, all right,
kind of need to, right? Like,
yeah,
look forward.
What are you gonna do? All right, let's sort of talk about map 4. It's a little different now because they have the coaches in their ears. I never really had that.
That's true.
They're probably talking about.
You play with Rambo as basically a coach in your ear.
They're talking about break-offs, sort of what they like to do. Hey, remember what have we been working on in scrims? Remember these couple of hills? Just sort of small situations where they need to find their most improvements.
Okay, well, I think we're just still waiting on Exted before we get going here into the map 4. A chance for Falcons to just close this out. We go to a map 5. Who the hell knows? I mean, both these teams got reps on raid. This has obviously been a go-to for Falcons. We've seen some amazing moments, though, from this Optic team, or some crazy moments. That was the one with like the burst. Oh, that was the one versus G2, right? With the Mamba timings and stuff. That was insane. I kind of hope we get to map 5. They haven't had a ton of map 5s.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing about Exposure Hardpoint, it's one that, like, Optic, they haven't seen. I don't even think they've played at this stage because I think they've just, like, always been confident in it and they've wanted to improve elsewhere. So it's just, like, one we've had, like, we're good here. We don't need to focus on this in matches. Let's look elsewhere. But it finds its way into this series.
Well, I think we got all our players at their setups now, so we should be ready to go. Sorry for a little bit of delay before this map 4, but
hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Happens.
I don't know. It's after map 2 or it's not at all. keep a milk jug close.
I'm not sure. That's the type of league we run.
That's the type of league I'd run.
It's a monster flow street, brother.
Yeah. True. You are not wrong. I don't know if I'm 41. If I can make it through a whole series at this point, I don't got many years of that left. Like, I'm calling a timeout. Old Baldy's got it.
That's what the commercial break's actually for.
Yeah. Oh, God. Soon you probably won't be wrong. Optic now to answer back as we stick on Exposure. You saw Pred and Shotzi stats for the map 1. Terrific in that. See if they can have the same type of impact on this one, or will it be the ARs leading the way? And what do you know? It's Pred versus Shotzi to start us off, but Pred will come out on top, and that was 3 dead for Optic for a moment, so hardpoint control will be to Falcons. Now start to turn this into time.
Yeah, and right off of spawn, Mercules goes all the way through Solar Sign. I just don't know if you're really going to expect this that early on a P1. But Chismet, he was all the way top ring. The timing kind of works out his way. Mercules does find one, but Chismet's there for the trade. You still have P1 control.
Yeah, you'd love to not get one, but the fact you can instantly trade it at least.
Yeah, because I thought his player was just going to flip the map for Optic and give them all map control.
It might have. Nice gunfight win for Kiz on to Dashy. Feel good if he's able to win those types of fights. Now set up inside of next. You lose a couple of players though, and this is going to be immediate pinch and pressure. And I think due to this one, they're not going to think Dashy's here. Or are they? Well, after he takes some shots, they sure were, but the problem is Dashy already got 2. And that's tough to be ready for. They spawn left side, you're hoping Dashy's not 10 feet away from you.
And while you get one split, and it is actually, I was going to say, Hook stuns it and recognizes it, but he loses the gunfight. So what was set up so well for Optic right after that P1, it's looking great, but then everybody dies. So you don't win those next gunfights. Now Falcons in control.
No, we've seen that all year. Yeah, like you sometimes do the hard thing, and then just that next fight, so tricky. So immediate break back in by Falcons. Not a ton of time really accrued yet for either team, but Optic battle back in with 10 or so seconds remaining. Right side of the map, though, controlled by Optic Texas, and they'll be in position for next as the duel still goes down on Old as the final couple ticks go away. Set up at next will be Mercules. And you've got Riyadh spawning exactly where you want them at Old. You'll get a safe spawn in for Hook in a second here. That's a nice nade from Exton, though. That might be enough to open things up and keep it messy, but unfortunately, guess who's behind you? It is the Magician Shotzi.
And that is just what he does. Finds the routes, tests the limits, and look at where he is going as well. Take notes. Yes, get to your spot and then take your time. He's able to find a freebie. On the other side of the map is Hook. Do you think they know this game pretty well? I think so. They flipped the spawns as well, so you were going to turn if you were Dashy.
That is so well done. And actually, I mean, you're thinking you lose a player to Xdid's nade, and Shotzi just no hesitation flanking the push, but you know they're going to hit it. He gets there a second late, and they get in comfortably. Who knows how it plays out, but the timing is perfect, and it leads to, well, everything as you said. The flip as well, the chance to chain 3 and 4 together. Falcons in hell for the last 60.
Well, it's going to take 10 seconds to get across the map for them, so this start of this P4, you're going to be stress-free, hanging out as long as you block those spawns, and that's exactly what Dashy is doing. Okay, why? Dang it.
Yep.
I lied.
They're still reading it, though.
Of course they are.
Unfortunately, the timing a little bit awkward. Xdid's gonna get one though. Maybe some pressure in. Thought he had it blocked, still had the read to maybe deal with it. Just an awkward sequence there at the back truck.
And that's not a mistake they normally make.
Yeah. Especially with that much time and that much freedom. Maybe a little blessed for Falcons, maybe a blunder from Optic, but the fact is it's gotten Falcons right back into this game. Because that is a huge swing.
Yeah, I guess the only good thing for Optic is like you had the first 20 to 25. So
that's true.
You're gonna have
not
like,
as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, not as bad as it could have been. It wasn't a very early sort of spawn out. Allows you to get set up at this P5. You will have early pressure there from Pred and Xnid. Well, you're gonna find 3 kills. Okay, so now things starting to get a little bit worrisome.
Yep, they sure are. It's dicey right now in the Optic camp. The comeback starting here from Falcons. Looking for a lead change at this P5. Optic want no part of it though. They're able to break back through, and now it's their turn. Selda's looking for fights. Finds a timing to kind of sneak through here. This Dashy just doesn't spot him. And Cell, I say Cell should not get 2, much less maybe 3. Slippery little eel.
Yeah, and I think Dashy's just doing a little pop-up, right? Like,
yeah, I think the pop-up timing was just off.
Timing was off. You've already slid on through, hit a little slide, and Hook's not expecting that. He thinks Dashy should see that player cross. He can turn and help him out.
Yeah, and if he could snake that, probably spots it. And there's a good example of why that could be cheesy. Not able to do it, and Cell does find a timing through. Lead change, there it is. Falcons go in front. We get to our next set here, back to mid-map. Any big changes you think needed for either team, or?
I mean,
it's just that one moment, kind of a little weird.
Yeah, I think you want probably a cleaner P2 rotation if you are Falcons, but outside of that, like, you're happy to be up 10 points the way Optic sort of control P3 and P4.
Good thing is the P2 you broke back in instantly. Yeah. But yeah, it could have been cleaner, absolutely. Nice sequence on the kill feed there. For Optic for a moment. Kismet trying to play spoiler as his teammates try to get back into it. Great little stretch here from Kiz. Just make them not get some time and also just get 3 kills. He was last alive, by the way, when these kills started, and he turns that into 4 and it goes vertical. That would have been filthy if he walked away from it, but great moment. Honestly, Kiz has been playing well.
Oh, yes. Well, I think that they have just done enough to just not allow Optic to kind of get into their flow. Keep the game chaotic. And with the way that they are slaying right now, I mean, Dashy struggled in map 3, 6 and 14 here. Again, you have a rotation. Never find spawns all the way out. That's going to be who. Do you read this? If you are Falcons, they do. Actually, knife in hand. And here we go. A much earlier setup here at the P2.
Just caught kind of swapping weapons, though. A little bit awkward. And honestly, that death might cost you. We'll see. They might be able to deal with it. You still have Celium in the hard point, and we've seen this guy 1v3 or 1v. Oh, that's a bad stretch from exit. That's a bad stretch from exit.
Not what you want at all.
Oh, that is.
And you don't have P3.
You just don't need to pick up a second gun at that moment. You just need to be the mid-map cutoff, and then off spawn, you need your teammate out of the hard point. That's one you'd like back. No, that was painful to watch.
Yeah, one you want back. And well, he is going to get one back. He's going to find a kill on a Mercury, which does allow them to get time. But Optic, they're just playing conservative for that P3 side of the map, so they can try to cash in again. But the final 15, hoping to go Falcons' way. And well, Cell, once he's to his spots, he's good to go.
No, you get Cell on the hard point with anyone in front of him, and he's going to put you down 6 straight. I didn't see if he got a spree or not. Did he have it when we were on?
A streak? He didn't have one.
A streak, yes.
No, he did not have one.
Nice little fever brain. Appreciate it. This is where Optic were so good last time. The P3 to the P4, well, before the spawn came in. They found the kills. They flipped Falcons to the back, and they did it beautifully. For now, they just have to hold and win these fights. You don't have the Shotzzy flank to get things done instantly. Got to do it the old-fashioned way. Trophy in for coverage. Unfortunately, teammates are dropping, and everybody's dropping. Falcons, a big, much-needed break.
Yeah, well, you had sort of the Shotzzy flame. That time it was Hook from low dirt, but you trade him 1-for-1. And then, yeah, it just gets a little bit messy. And well, X is able to go through Zig. Mercules, he spawns out, and now it is your opportunity if you are fouled. Like, this could potentially close out the game here. Since you see where you have Optic spawning, you have P4 control.
Yeah, you can't win it, but you could put it out of reach or dang close to it. Extended streak comes to an end.
Close to a Hellstorm.
Trying to rebound off of a little bit of a miscue at the P2. Celium, well, he didn't get the streak last time. He was on 6 in a row. This time he's on 4, and he's close to earning one. He's going to drop, so no streak is going to come in. The pressure is here from Optic. The snap is on from Exit, but it's going to fall apart. Can they hold on? Looking for the last guy in the back. Hook just trying to be elusive until his teammate's able to help. Hook's gonna get caught. Shotzzy's gonna get shut down. Falcons deal with the chaos.
Yeah, and I think Hook is just hoping to spawn them out, but they spawn behind the solar, right? You have a couple of spawn points back there, and Hook's just not thinking there's gonna be 3 in front of my face, but now it's sort of desperation time. We are running forward if we are Optic. Well, 20 seconds left. That is gonna be all 4 dead.
Falcons 50 seconds away from that much-needed 6th series win. Optic's perfection hangs in the balance, and they've got to be near on perfect from this point forward. And behind is Exit. He's hunting, and Dashy's struggles continue. 8-21, nothing going. We hop to one player in behind enemy lines. We hop to another, getting shots into the back. A team kill does come in, but we'll see if it'll matter, because Cell, guess what? You got him to the hard point. He's got nearly 2 minutes in the hard point. This is basically what I wanted when he was on the FaZe roster for 7 years, but never really did it. But now, 2 minutes in the hard point, set up, just lighten things up. Kismet having himself a map at 28-19.
Still fighting though if you are Optic. Dashy's able to control the middle of the map. He gets Shotzzy back on Kiz though on a 5 spree. He's able to earn that Hellstorm, so you finally get that. I think that's one of the reasons this game hasn't been put away yet. You've been so close a couple of times from Cell and Xnid, but you continue to fight.
Optic in trouble. 25 from the win. Falcons trying to put it away. You feel good about it maybe when we get to a map 5, but they don't want to get there. Just close it out. Now in 4. 3 through on the feed for Optic, and a chance to set up mid-map here to make a run. This will require something special. Well, Hoop, that's going to be a tough death with new popping.
Yeah, just, that's what we always talk about. Getting your setup, one player dies, did the dominoes fall, but it doesn't happen. Shotzzy and Mercules have his back. But there is an opening. Pred goes all the way through. Hook off spawn, not going to read this, plus a Hellstorm in play. Pred's going to deal with the player on the hill. And well, you might be able to just get on the time right now and get like 5 or so seconds.
That'll be the play.
While he's doing this, and there's going to be a double.
Kismet gets 2, Cell back into the point. Up over 2 minutes in the hard point is Celium, 28-18. Didn't have a good map 2, but he's bringing it back now on the map 4. Just looking to close it out. Shotzi's 2, trying to keep them alive. Exted though, the song and dance continues on the hard point. They still get back into it. Can't win that fight onto who? Seems like one team fight win, and Falcons close this out. They're hunting for it now.
I mean, they are just outslinging the hell out of them. Like, they are just like playing TDM.
They got the tick.
And then every now and then
they got the tick. They don't have the tick because they went in and out of it. Wait, what? And okay, hold up a second. We're not done yet. I thought they had the ticket old. I thought they had the ticket new. They get 0 ticks, Joe.
Yeah, I have no idea how we are still playing.
We're still playing. The dream is not dead. The COD gods above want to see perfection from Optic, Texas. So we'll continue on.
Well, Dashy's just got to play his life, and he's kind of turned around. He was 8-20, but then he's down the hill behind Celium.
X is fired up. A massive win here for the Falcons. Perfection of Optic Texas comes to an end. The dream of an 11-0 qualifier is now a dead dream. X is fired up, but it seems like this team is clicking at the right time.
Yeah, I think for Optic, like, you're going into these matches knowing you're going to play a lot of those stronger maps. I don't know if on land they're going to give them exposure overload. That's probably the one map that you would have in the question, but even on like this one on exposure hardpoint, like, you're happy to be here. You had what you wanted. I just look back to that P4. Like, you blocked that spawn. What does this map look like?
No, true. 100%. What do they end up getting outslayed by? 13, 18, 28. Yeah, I mean, They got slammed.
And they still only lost by 60.
Yeah, which is honestly in a lot of ways a sign of how good of a hardpoint team Optic is. The fact that you're still in that game getting outslayed by nearly 30, that's like one positive maybe you can take away from it. Not much changes in my opinion of Optic whatsoever. The fact is you're
huge win for Falcons.
Absolutely, that's the storyline.
And now they have the 2 seed.
Yeah, and now, I mean, they play Surge last, right? So they're in a great spot, maybe able to get 8 wins. I was thinking it was going to come down to that match, but they said, nah, we're good. We'll get the dub here. Incredible win from Falcons. Let's go to a very happy Nameless.
I'm not happy.
Very specific.
He is very vibey. He's not the only one, I'll be honest, because we're off the hook, Allie. Dashy, the millionaire, can pay for his own gas money, put that in the Batmobile. In the meantime, who do we talk about first? Is it 99 Kids? Do we talk about Xnid? Is it the Pred takeover early in this series? Who was it from Falcons that made you proudest today?
I think collective effort, and we've seen it throughout this stage, them working on stuff, and particularly like the HP to start so clean. I mean, I think we've done 3 different telestrator breakdowns and how good their hardpoint is. And as we watch the highlights of this game 4, it's when they're in control, they can snowball you so fast, and you saw that versus Optic.
Allie, we were looking at Dashy's numbers at this point in the game, and we were talking what would cause something like that. Clearly trying to break a hill is way harder than controlling one.
Yes, trying to break one is way hard, which is funny because actually I have it literally written down that breaking was something Riyadh needed to work on throughout the entirety of this stage. We're like 9th overall in the league, so I think giving them a map like Exposure, it's a little bit more one-dimensional. It's a little bit easier to be like, yo, Shotzi's behind us, and it doesn't take 20 minutes to figure out where he is. You get results like this. I think Riyadh really took advantage of the map vetoes in this situation, and obviously players going to have either an off day or going to be putting them in uncomfortable positions to put up numbers like Dashy did in this map 4.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason I picked Riyadh, because map set wise, when you look at it, they have such a good foundation in the vetoes against Optic. Like they like the Black Heart and Colossus. Optic don't like Den.
Weird maps.
And that was winnable. Like if it wasn't for the P2, Riyadh could have won that Den, right? So you think of this series, if it were to play out on LAN, it would be an awesome matchup once again.
For sure.
But yeah, Riyadh have made great strides, especially in S&D.
Celium is soaking, but the man who earns your scuff play of the game, it's the Bulldog. We'll take a look at that right after the graph. And I want you to walk me through this play because it was a huge momentum changer in that overload.
So please pull this up. It's going to be the nade. We were effing trying to find it. We got it. Dude, listen, this was a game-saving nade. And everybody from the New York camp seemingly just has the greatest nades in the game.
Yeah, remember we were talking and we were like, Skies is literally up at late at night finding like nade spots and telling his teammates we were watching G2. So here it is from Kismet. Just the dirty stuff that you're able to pull out in moments like this, dude. They can be so pivotal.
Bro, off the spawn, across the map, a Yobi to save the play. Look where Kismet is at, where he throws this nade. He is at connector, throws it over the building into zigzag, and dead Mercules on arrival at the point, just perfectly placed. Yeah, that's skill.
Do you think he didn't? Do you think he really knew where that was going to hit?
That's Kismet. 100% he has dialed that one in. It is showcased. There's a little celebration at the end of the match. The team celebrating a huge upset. 10 teams take on Optic. The Falcons, the only one to walk away unscathed. They get the 3-1 win. Allie, we look at the numbers now. This is going to jump Falcons up to a top 3 seed. They're going back-to-back majors with a top 4, top 5 seed coming into this event. And this is after everyone kind of doubted the original roster. What's your take right now in the power rankings? How high do you move up the Falcons after this win, or where do they stand?
I move them up really high. I think we had them already B or A tier when we were doing kind of like the power rankings during that.
They're a top 2 team in the world.
I think they're a top team. I want to see them versus Miami, I think, but I think those 3 are kind of in a loop right now.
What do you got for me, Wheeler?
They got 3-0 by Miami. I remember looking back at that. The first 2 maps are really close, so I think you go 2A, 2B. If you want to give it to Miami, I think that's totally fine. But
I think you run it 10 times, they'll probably split. You know what I mean? It's more so like I want to see it on land.
Miami also falling to Carolina Royal Ravens makes me think that the Falcons might be above them in my personal rankings. Question for you guys, though, is we still have the Thieves in G2 playing with FaZe now completely done. What's the prediction for the Thieves? Where do they land in our top 12?
I mean, it's hard to tell, right? I mean, you look at all these top teams getting better, and Thieves have not been one of those teams that have gotten better, especially the Search.
When I'm thinking about like Thieves, I think they should should take a note out of FaZe and Riyadh's books. I feel like they have changed their play style to play around the players that maybe they were trying to mold to fit in, and I think LA Thieves could really take a note and be like, maybe we're playing and approaching this wrong. Maybe there's somebody we need to just let do their thing and play around them, change things up. I definitely think they could take some teach take.
Major shout out to our graphics wizards. They've got the update in. Where are the Heretics officially right now? They would fall behind Miami in 3rd place. So a lot of times still on the show, some shakeups can happen. Map counts can come into play, and you have to think we're going to have more teams at 6 and 5 and potentially at 7 and 4. Wheeler, what's your take?
Yeah, I was just looking at the remaining matches. So Riyadh, they have Surge. You got to think that should be a dub.
win.
Miami have Boston, so
that's a win.
Assuming they both win, tiebreaker goes to Miami. Miami would be 2 seed.
Boom. That's how it all play out potentially, but there's still plenty of games to go. In the meantime, we've got our Monster Winner Spotlight with the Predator. Pred, congratulations. A massive win over your old squad, some former teammates, and I know some good friends. What was it like playing against Optic today? How did you get yourself so fired up? Because you came out of the gates just rocking folks.
You know, I think like obviously they're probably the best team in the game right now. So I think for us it was just coming out of good energy and, you know, matching their kind of like pace and stuff like that. So for me, I think we just woke up today, we're just ready to play.
Yeah, Pred, dude, you guys have had awesome strides this stage. Looking like you guys are championship ready. Particularly the S&D in the last 3 series has been A1. What did you guys switch to where you're winning these searches consistently now?
I just think we kind of fell away from playing as a team as much. So I think now we're playing as a team more, and I think we're just like, you know, doing things together and, you know, just playing for trades and things like that. So I think S&D's improved a lot.
Going off of that, how do you kind of make that change? How do you recognize, okay, we aren't playing together as a team? How do you get everybody else on the same page as a top team?
You know, we would watch VOD and then we just kind of just, you know, see like how we're getting picked and like, you know, how we're transitioning, playing our man ups and stuff like that. And I feel like we just were doing a really bad job at that. And it came down to like just being separate from each other. So ever since we've been running as a pack, our S&Ds have gotten a lot better.
Oh, Wolfpack of Riyadh, I like it.
Fred,
Yes,
final
sir.
opportunity for you to give a shout out to the fans that'll be coming to watch you in Birmingham. We'll let you take this full screen.
You know, Saudi fans, all the Falcons fans, man, we love you guys. We're trying to win a championship, you guys. Inshallah, we win Major 2.
That is Pred. That is the Falcons. They upset Optic. Optic now 9-1. The Falcons moving into our top 3. We'll let you go.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Appreciate
That is Pred. Awesome win for the Falcons. And when we come back, we have the final fight of the night. Can it get better than what we just witnessed? On paper, it should be. LA Thieves take on G2 Minnesota, who's been red hot.
Major 3 is going to be a classic. 4 challenger teams are taking on the 12 pro teams, bringing non-stop action to the ATL. Get your tickets before they sell out at DreamHack.com/Atlanta. Dominate the competition on main stage with the Cdl Major Hunter Tracer Pack. Collect your chip by scanning the QR code or heading to the in-game store now.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
I'm one shot. I'm starting cross. I'm looking gold. Pinching, Snoopy got him. Nice. Yo, in the water. I don't know where he is.
In the water.
Oh, go, boys. Go, boys. Nice. Good DK 16. I got us, boys. Holy.
I suck with this. Bruh. I'm not using that shit ever again, dude. Shut up.
وين
اي هو 10 طيب يمين كان
تو اصلا له اول سلاح حلوه خرعه حلوه
In the City of Angels, these Devils have just torn Toronto.
Te tengo de cara, super. Estoy dando from, mírate el medio, Nico. Te tengo de cara. De cara. Salió con un... Tú vas con... Mete el finish. Sí, vaya, Ice. No tienen comandante, Metal.
No, más sale esa racha, Adri.
Big stepper when I walk, money maker when I talk. Another boys on a mission, never put them in a box. Clawing to the top, jaws open while they watch. Yeah, I'm getting to the chicken, I ain't never gonna stop. I'm the life of the party, know it's going down. If they wanna talk about me, I'ma tell them how. I'ma tell them, I'ma tell them, I'ma tell them, I'ma tell them, Everybody wanna be like me, fast lane, steady whipping 2 doors off speed. Everybody wanna be like me, but that's something that they never gonna be.
Welcome in. It is the final match for G2 Minnesota as they take on LA Thieves tonight. After watching G2 yesterday, there's been a lot of hype around this Minnesota squad. And if you hop in ranked, you're seeing a lot of G2 jerseys, the skins galore in ranked play. Let's talk about the team, though, that's been causing the upsets. What do you like about the squad that has been top 3 to start this season? Top 4.
Yeah, me and Ellie are talking a little bit about it. They're just a hard out because they're just solid across the game modes. They're really well prepared coming into series, and when you look at the HP, they have maps you just don't want to play them on. Like, nobody wants to play Colossus, but you get put in a situation where if you don't like Blackheart, you gotta play it against them.
And the part of G2 is also like they always had like a good foundation. It was just some players underperforming. So you get like a lackluster stage out of Skies in stage number 1. Then you go to LAN. Suddenly it's like, wait, we can kind of hang with the rest of the league. And now during stage 2, he's had a huge turnaround. I mean, especially in Search and Destroy, he was rocking a 0.8. He's now moved that up to a 1.2. And also the emergence of Estriel having like the best split of his career right now. He has a 1.07 in Search and Destroy with 20 plants. And his consistency has just alleviated so much pressure, I feel like, off of the rest of his teammates. It's made them a more reliable team when it comes to these series.
And if you're taking a look at G2 Minnesota, we see they're leading the league in rotation. Who do you give credit to? Is that a Mamba job? Is that an Estriel, a Kremp job?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd probably go with Mamba. He does a lot of the small things on the map for them, right? And that's why when I asked them about the Rookie of the Year race, they said they think Mamba should be leading it because he makes huge impact plays, playing his life, but he also plays really fast. I think his player comp is actually Kenny, a fast-paced AR that's making the right plays on the map, always thinking about their teammates. That's really who I see in him when I watch him play.
Let's talk about Kenny's old team. LA Thieves started with Kenny on the roster to open up Major 1. Neum, though, has been the replacement. And after he first joined, they beat up on all of the lower seeds. But Ali, when they match up against some of the top squads, they've fallen victim recently.
Yeah, LA is kind of the opposite story of G2's, where G2 had a foundation and now the players are kind of catching up. LA Thieves has the talent and the higher ceiling, but the foundation isn't really there for this team. 16-8 in combined respawn, so Hardpoint has still been what they need to lean on. 60% win rate in that category, but you're just kind of waiting for the gel between Avizi and Hydra.
Yeah, dude, these stats are fake news, I'm telling you guys, because when they played the good teams, when they played FaZe, Miami, Riyadh, Texas, 2-5 5 in HP. So granted, HP being their best game mode hasn't been good against the top teams. And I'm telling you, when you watch them, it appears as if like on rotation, they'll try to push out the front because that's how you want to play. You want to push out, layer, but they won't recognize the pressure where the rotation's coming from off of old. So like these guys not recognizing spawns, not playing together, way too split, and trying to get end game setups. It's not a recipe for success.
Is the goal for them right now to just win the game individually? Is that the difference? They're not playing together as a team enough? Because you look at the roster and you're like, wow, this is some big salary.
Yeah, no, in HP, they're trying to like skip steps. You're skipping steps. Team will be hidden off of old. We're going to ignore it, send one guy to hold it,
one guy,
and try to push all the way out front. It's a trend when you watch them play. It looks way different than the other top teams. They have to figure it out.
Allie, walk me through the maps and modes. As negative as we've been about LA Thieves, a lot of people are saying this is going to a Game 5 with a double dose of Colossus and a double dose of Scar.
I mean, if you go to Game 5, you might as well just give it to G2. They're sitting at 5-1 in that Scar Search and Destroy. I think they love this series. We've seen Kremp Colossus, and they get in that map number 2. The win condition for LA Thieves is they have to win all the respawns in this series. That is like their clearest path to victory, and I don't know if they have the capability to do that versus G2 in this map set.
And Estriel versus Hydra and Abizi. That is the showdown for me in this series. And what do you need to see from LA Thieves if you want hope that they can make it to a championship Sunday in Birmingham?
Yeah, just a lot cleaner, man. Like a lot cleaner in the rotations. I think the last Colossus we saw from LA, it looked pretty good. But the Search and Destroy, we didn't even talk about that, how abysmal that's been. So today, the dynamic between Hydra.
S&D, that's good.
Yeah,
look at
Hydra
Paco's face right now.
better.
I am so scared to pick Thieves.
Why?
He just seems a little out of it. All right, now he's smiling. All right, we're vibes have changed. Scrub Pick'ems, I'm going LA Thieves.
Okay.
Locked it in.
Yeah, they're like a box of chocolates, man. I don't know.
You don't know what you're
You're
going to
getting
get.
a good
The
Abizi
higher
today.
ceiling, he wants to catch up. You're
you
going to pick
going?
opposite, aren't you? I'm going to go with LA. I don't know why.
Allie is 0-3 on the day. She is
I know,
joining
I know,
me, the only person with a negative record.
I'm gonna go G2. I think Kremp.
It's valid. I
he's
picked
about to
G2 last time and they
crazy.
lost, so like there has to be a crash.
LA haven't shown me, like, we'll see. I don't know.
Game's ready. Let's go to the casters.
Thank you, Chris. Chance made up a very, very good point. It's like these are both former Kenny teams, which is, I think, fascinating. Really, really interesting thing to call out there. But yeah, man, let's see how this goes. I'm with Ali. I think this is going to be a tough one in the respawns. I think the Thieves have got a tall task ahead of them, but let's find out what happens. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the last match of this superb Saturday. G2, Minnesota, Los Angeles G. Let's do it.
That sounds absolutely horrible.
I know you hate that so much, and so does chat, but that's tough, chat. What you gonna do, eh? What you gonna do? Nothing. Into Colossus we go.
The idea that you have to practice that as well is not the most favorite thing I've ever
I don't have to practice at all.
What is a good thing to practice is G2 on this map, Miles. 73 record overall. If the guns aren't warm, they're about to be. You're about to have so many gunfights just on a P1 alone and a square up as well. G2, they've gotten a Titan record, but LAT, not too shabby on the map either. They're happy to square up.
Yeah, we're getting hot to trot in Colossus for sure, and on board with Neum, who was certainly vibing out before the match started, got himself into the zone, into the flow, and alongside his teammates, they've managed to take care of the majority of the G2 roster, and that'll be their opening up point time.
Yeah, got a little weird split spawn going through. It does get read by LAT, but that doesn't make it any less weird. Nice win there by Scrap, though, but obviously the hill's going to be extremely mixy, and good luck keeping track of this one. G2 being the red team is a nightmare for everyone involved.
Like Thieves in the white jerseys. Now you've said it, you've messed me up. Messing things up so far is good old Abizi to time. Hydra, a lovely 2 or not. It's actually Scrap that winds up with those kills as the Thieves fly their way out of P1 in towards P2, and they know to get going ASAP because they're the G2 spawners on the top left-hand side coming through the outside now to come get them. One man left alive on time, and G2's reinforcements have shown up, and this might get ugly. It might get awkward, or it won't. Well played, Thieves.
I mean, yeah, in the chaos, they absolutely deliver. They weren't entirely sure what direction to look, but they still get every single kill. Perfectly set up on P2, and look at how much space is purchased on the map. Neum hitting a tunnel pinch. Scraps pushed out P4. We have, like, every single hill on the map right now is being covered by LAT, and Neum, the cleanup man, good for 3.
That was a lovely 3. If he doesn't turn, there was a chance for the quad feed, and Abizi just, I mean, he was stratospheric right there. The air got a little thin, he got a little lightheaded. Takes a couple with him, though. Thieves, again, P1 and P2, solid work so far. G2, though, they will be the players on time at this current moment. We'll see how Mamba can fare from P1 here. Watching for the next hit from the LA Thieves players, and it's gone quiet. Q quiet.
Well, opening side over towards New. Engagement's big one by G2. It's a 2-2 split down the line. Mamba versus Scrap for the bread, and Scrap gets you with the pistol. Trying to do big things for LAT. He is currently leading the lobby with 8 kills.
A little 3 spree as well. Always nice to have. Very spread out here. Set up from the LA Thieves. They are watching the tunnel play. No, they are not. This is a wide open opportunity for G2 to get in there and get that ass. They're in. Neum fighting for his life. An errant grenade might help him stay alive here for a second longer. Can Scrap pick up on the damage on the other side of it? Good throw. Not enough on the kill. Nabeez is going to join the fray as well. G2 holding on to a scrappy hard point.
Yeah, well, finally, the flank is going to pay off. LAT took multiple attempts. It is try number 3 that gets the job done, and a 2-piece to secure this final bit of scrap time and the fight for New. Mamba right now is going to have to do everything for the team, or at least gets one, and the follow-up is there from Sky. So G2 stable for the rotation over towards the New time. Of course, though, it's LAT. They got the 30-point lead.
Yeah, I was going to say the lead is really what you're looking at right now. First wave of Thieves flying through. No damage from the nade. Mum's going to pick up the next. Oh, what a hit there. Hydra managing to cut towards the back there, just dragging his aim, making it that bit more challenging. But there's only one guy left on time. G2 still with the spawns in the back. This should, I say should, be an easy break.
Oh, no, it is not. I mean, Abizi putting in a little bit of extra work and at least able to set its teammates up for the kills. And there you go. Hydra for 2 again. It is back spawn secured. And shout out to Abizi for kicking it off, but everybody there for the follow-up. Hydra and Liam, a 2-piece, 8-piece. And they're going to have the time secured. And that's a break when they needed it. So the lead not only maintained, but extended by a decent margin.
Lovely work. Oh, an exciting Colossus so far. 20-odd seconds remaining in our first set. Hydra's final few kills there. We lose the spree. And an interesting stat line from everyone there on G2 Minnesota. I mean, even Stevens for Skies and Mamba, but Estriel and Krem certainly suffering a little bit more here. We'll see if they can't turn their frowns upside down in our second set of hard points. And Scrap, again, having a lovely map so far. 13 and 8 and a good 30 seconds on time. P1 so far, all red.
Oh, and you call out Krem's name, and there he is. He strikes for 3. If there's any good thing about Colossus, if the guns aren't warm for the first set of rotations, they're going to warm up extremely quickly. So already just a 20-point deficit. Now you're fighting back from a 4 spree from Krem, trying to do his namesake on the map well.
He certainly is, yeah. Well, that's a 4 spree, and that is a wonderful amount of control. Good hit onto the man upstairs. He dips out in time just to stay alive. The only issue, though, yeah, is boys are getting absolutely clapped all around him. Good stuff, though, on the hop. Another? Oh, Hydra, one more bullet would have been the Hellstorm as well. Well, you pulled it right back, G2. Thieves walking away with a scrap time on P1 after a little bit of a gunfight.
Yeah, well, absolute battles over towards P1 as well. Hydra trying to give you just a little bit extra, and they're really trying to capitalize on P4 as well. They don't watch the right lane, though. It's one gunfight to win. Mamba with the pistol, not good enough. Scrap there to take him, but it is still mixing as these G2 players are getting hunted down as they try to rotate, but nobody blocks him. Mamba gets given a gift, spawns in the back, but it looks like LAT are reading it.
Out there, red. Go on, Neum through the back. There we go. Another big 3 LA Thieves. This is your P2, and it's your listening.
Left and right, guys. Left and right. Left and right. Left and right.
Look at the tunnel then.
Give me top mid. Give me top mid.
One more right front.
Left and top mid.
Yo, one's top mid.
Left and right, guys. Left and right.
Come in. Shut up. All right, top mid. One
Stay alive, Paco. Stay alive. I'm going to.
Lock in the back. 20 boys.
I'm in a new.
There's plenty deep. Okay. I'll find deep. I'm coming to new. Two deep. I'm coming to legit.
Yo, got any weak?
Let's go. Shut up. I'm going one China. Two there. One's on the boat. I think they're gonna take every route. I think we big front. One's lobby.
I'm down to big front. I'm down to big front.
I'm down. Go, Teddy, weak. I'm in the boat.
Shot time. Avatar free. Yeah, what's your tunnel? What's your tunnel? Two front. What's your tunnel? Nice. Last guy.
Don't.
Nice, guys.
I'm watching tunnel. I'm watching tunnel.
I'm gonna go new guys. I'm gonna go new guys.
Yellow heady and one guy heady. I'm
Yeah,
close.
I'm going new guys. I'm
Yo,
going
big 20, boys. Big 20. I don't see him close. I don't see him close.
I'm going new.
Well, that was one of the most turned listings ever. Abizi has been to Arrakis recently because that boy off the spice calling the ish on when he's the one getting killed.
Yeah, he's the purveyor, man. He does that all the time. But hey, you're coming like it's COD Champs Grand Finals right now, and it's for good reason. You're up by 100. LAT are full steam ahead.
Yeah, we're truly steaming, absolutely steaming. Well, a couple of big ones there from G2 Minnesota back into this, but this is nearly 100 points to pull back, lads. This is nearly 100 points. That is more than one hard point back to back. Good luck. Well, maybe they won't need the luck. First wave, good. Watch out for Hydra. He's in. Oh my word, the second man. Great shots. Kremp kills them all.
Had to win that one. Still, though, gets wall banged, and even without the spawns, or even with the spawns, excuse me, you're getting bullied back. Neum, such a difficult kill this map through and through. And LAT playing bully ball straight through the front of time. G2 Minnesota on Colossus. They have offered them nothing.
This is a truly suffocating affair. As the ordnance of the LA Thieves continue to rain down upon G2, they are suffering here. But all that said, another set upon us. An incredible lead for the LA Thieves to work with right now. It is their map to lose.
Yeah, all the time in the world for the break as well. A couple kills getting shredded through and through. Trying to get that statue control as well, but as BZ gets gunned down, they flip the map on its head, but it's quicker than G2 can read it. So already Hydra tearing away heads from statue should get this team the time.
Oh yeah, he's going after the family trees with shots like this. Unbelievable. Still holding. Teammates getting thrown at you left, right, and sent to final 10 for the LA Thieves. Tricky footwork there from Estriel, finds a man on time, gets the kill, but still with 5 seconds for the win here. I mean, you can just throw everything you've possibly got at this hard point. And right now, it is going to be G2 clinging to life. A matter of seconds, but they still have to hold. They still have to hold, P1.
I mean, look, this is their comfort map pick. A loss this bad could be devastating for the rest of the series. And P2, well, LAT have dominated it. They should be set up for the rotation once again, or at least they're going to have it surrounded. Getting the kills at the very least, but yeah, they're just going to win it in old. Why not? Dominance there from LAT. That is cruise control on Colossus.
Hey, man. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Spectacular work for the LA Thieves. When we think about our keys to victory, there's a throwback for you OG CDL fans. The respawns for the Thieves here. Essential. 1 down, 2 to go.
Not too shabby, and that's a lean back as well. That is an exhausting map with the amount of energy that LAT just played with. And G2 Minnesota, maybe going to be left stunned. Very interested to see the stats as well, because Estriel was getting good gas, and deservedly so for how his performance has been. But on this map to kick off the series, struggles. 12 kills, 2,100 damage. On the meantime, on the flip side of that scoreboard, LAT down the line. Everybody frying and collecting hill time. There's been a noticeable change this year in Hydra's game in hardpoint. He's always been the good slayer, but he's been sitting in the hill a lot more than we are used to.
And that is a criticism that we have had for Hydra for, I mean, a long time now. A really, really long time. So kudos to him, certainly. Putting himself in the best possible position. But yeah, highlights, folks, a lot of love for the LA Thieves. Second set, we saw a little bit more. Kremp activated himself. But realistically, Thieves all map long. Neon, what a 6 spree that was as well. A 6-6 spree there on Colossus. Lovely stuff. Again, for the LA Thieves, exactly the way you wanted the series to go. Strong start there on Colossus.
Yeah, and there's no Infirmary as well for the map, too, because we're staying on Colossus, so the painful memory is going to continue. But LAT just played the map well. I mean, maybe a couple, weird spawns that they, should not have allowed, but anytime they made a mistake, they're still making the reads as well. So, heads up gameplay through and through. The first P2 setup they had as well, they had Neum inside of the tunnel that pinched all the way around. Scrap was pushed up to P4. Had a guy late pinching P1 as well. So they had literally all 4 hills on the map covered at the exact same time. They're able to create space and distance like that. Well, the scoreboard reflects the result.
I was going to say this is the perfect situation to run at a full 60, if not, 90 to 99% of a hard point there. GG in the first map. Look at the game flow. Close. Then it was not. Wow. Second set. Treated no one from G2 kindly. a 2-hill flatline into a 2-second gain on scrap and not enough to close out. LA Thieves stratospheric there on Colossus. Great stuff. We're staying on it for Search and Destroy. Chance, where we leaning there, mate? Where we leaning before we get to good old Den for number 3?
I mean, after the listening we just heard, it'd be hard to not place your bets on LAT for this one. Just a ton of energy that we were hearing. And that's got to be a conscious decision. If you're watching like some of the content this team has been putting out, even during and after the major, they're very conscious of the psychology of the team, what they want to show on camera, how they want to display after wins and losses. And ramping up the Birmingham, I think the stage 2 has not gone the way the team wants it to. They're trying to make sure they get that final pension before we hop on those flights.
Yeah, a couple of bruises on the ribs and sitting on a plane for that long. Not going to be a fun thing, G2. We'll see if they can't bounce back, because again, the squad's very adept in Search and Destroy. We will see some snipes. We are going to see Mr. Bueno go at it. Toe-to-toe, most likely scrap, but quite frankly, I think any of these guys could do it, really. It's what depends on who you'd rather give it to. Stage 2, though, Chance, Search and Destroy. Not that impressive for the Search and Destroy or the submachine gun players of Thieves.
No, this is the entire storyline for this SMG duo. They have not developed the chemistry just yet. And like Hydra has over the years had slow starts in S&D, but he normally ramps up very quickly. So it's not a massive concern that he's got the .91 at this point in time. You expect him to develop, but seeing Abizi with stats like that, I mean, just, you know, you got to pinch me to make sure it's real. He's been the first blood king since the inception of the CDL. Literally always been top 5, multiple years where he is the #1 guy. And this year, if you're trying to find Abizi on the first blood ranks, you have to scroll so far down, it'd blow your mind. So he is an entirely different player, and they just have not navigated this dynamic in this game mode yet. That is obviously the focal point for the squad, and maybe Colossus will see some changes.
Fingers and toes are crossed. Here come the nades, here come the stuns, and there is Neum with the sniper rifle. Nobody home just yet. Are you going to check that close right corner? There is a Krim. Hello. Great shots, Hydra. What a dance, and a nade on the other side. It is absolute cinema. Or is it cinema? We're about to find out how this one ends. Mamba all alone.
I mean, even the nade going through, that is carrying the momentum from map #1. And Mamba, no idea what he's doing. There you go. He's got the pinch and does not win the gunfight. Neum puts him down there for the final kill.
Wait, that was like a gameplay trailer. Everyone got their piece in a different way. That was great stuff. Oh, first round, all good. G2. What about their slow starts when it comes to these matchups? Thieves have come out red hot. Is this going to be a little too slow for G2? The Den, are we looking there already?
All right, calm down, rein it in. That's a single round of S&D. We're storytelling like crazy right now. G2 on the attack. No trophies just yet, so gotta be a little bit careful off the break. Nothing insane being thrown either direction, watching the outer lanes, and well, this is why we're passive. Hear those nades rolling through. Gotta make sure you dodge it.
And the Neum Skies snipe off. Look at this lineup. He's making sure he gets his crosshair in the right place by the clouds. And sadly, the forecast says no snipes for Skies just yet. Scrap takes care of his teammate, and there's a ton of thieves. Oh, there's only half the thieves you thought there were, because now Hydra's cut Abizi in two.
Astral not attacking the tunnel either. Has intel on Scrap, knows there's a player that at least was in the tunnel, and decision time. What do you want to do? 2v3? You're committing to the bomb plan, or you're just making it weird? No decisions yet. This is a tricky spot right now for Minnesota.
So desperately trying to pull these players through tunnel, and they're out, they're here, they've got you. Trades, no good. Not certain about what the plan is. The smoke play push forward through it, trying to just get something to happen. Sky's no position to help really deal with any of this onslaught through tunnel, even if it was just one guy. So a tough spot to be in for G2. A chance I'm thinking about map 3.
All right, you're more than welcome to. I would say, though, for G2, definitely need to bounce back in and at least start to fight back at a certain point. Seemingly the COD gods right now not on their side. Crazy timing there for Skies, and definitely an element of discomfort washing over the team.
Washed?
That, of course, means guys like me, 4-0. I mean, they can do whatever they want. They are in no hurry.
G2 have 1 kill thus far. In our 2 and a bit rounds of play, we'll see if that changes here. But follow up, Nate. No intel there from Hydra. The barrel's gonna, whoa, still be here. Swing and a miss, very slight and easy. Oh dear. Oh, it's happening again. Another clean sheet G2.
And that's the first ones you're looking for a BZ. Hyper aggressive over towards P2 in your face. And I mean, if you blink and come back to this series, you're going to see a lot of perfect stat lines right now from LAT. As you pointed out there, Miles, G2, 3 rounds in, only a single kill.
Well, from the first.
And in fact, LAT had the same number of team kills, so balanced effort on that front.
From the start of the kills to the end of the kills, 4.1 seconds. The Thieves getting it done quick. And this is the team, man. We've seen them do this. I believe it was on a Den Search and Destroy, a nearly perfect map. And so far, we're only halfway through this one, but it's looking pretty good. Skies is spoilt for choice over there. He knows there's a lot coming his way, and he's eating a frag grenade. That is not going to help out. Over top we go. P1 full of Thieves, and finally Kremp gets something going. Now, with the Thieves down 2 players, how will they respond?
Well, look at these perfect rounds. Yeah, going through back and forth. This time, not a single kill for LAT. Skies able to get 2 snipes underway. And you see LAT is switching things up. BZ trying to be that first blood guy again. First man into P1, but Kremp is there to deliver. And Skies, yeah, I mean, just threading the needle on that one.
We're back. See, I'm not thinking about the Den overload anymore. You see how easy it is to sway? I'm so fickle. Like Chris Bucket in the predictions. Easily 1 over. Well, 3-1. Mama's still feeling a little tense of the 0-3, but an ample amount of time to get back into this. And Neum very successful on his opening snipes. We'll see if Kremp's going to dip another toe back over towards B in a minute. Oh, good God, he might.
He's just doing the hop checks. Crap, yeah, he's going to give him nothing.
It does look so strange. Incredible lower body strength. Tiptoeing, creeping towards that B-bomb site. Still options for A. Scraps gunfight. It's a trap! Hydra strikes Kremp. First to fall at the B-bomb site after the smoke. It is not a fake. They are going for it.
You want to cross this line, though. You're standing in no man's land. Skies, yeah, before you can think about it. Evens the odds. And now you can't even get the bomb out because you fell off the map, and that resets back to your spawn. Neum for the 1v2, can't cook anything up. Oh, what a breakdown.
What, I mean, what a spectacular breakdown. Like, that is like splashy. That's like House of Cards completely coming apart. Everything, those first few rounds were so good. I was getting ready to name my daughter LA Thieves. But now, you've just fallen apart so rapidly and so aggressively. What was the game plan here? Scrap slides off, or does he just take a tumble? Oh, yes.
I just absolutely locked in. The energy they had on map 1 is absolutely carried over. And keep in mind, they were playing off the tendencies of G2 quite well. Kremp held strong for the first 45 seconds in the round, but eventually tweaked to get away the first blood. Just not able to counter up, and now Estrel, you can see, waiting out the pre-nades, picking the right gun, and making a move for it. Not a ton of noise being made on the map just yet.
No, again, that's quiet too quick. Oh, Mr. Bueno, I tell you what. He gets close nearly every time. Scrap's tendencies to check from that P2 spot are now red. Tunnel's clear, mate. Get upstairs, see what you got. A-bomb, a lot of defenders here. Oh, that's fantastic work. I think that might have been 3 nades thrown in the direction of the carrier Estrel. He is long gone, and another pixel perfect miss. Want Skies with bomb? Good luck, mate. They are all over you.
I need to rewatch that one as well. I have no idea how BZ was the player that got that kill. So nades on point, and in the 3v4, 35 seconds left, G2 once again in a situation where they just look uncomfortable trying to figure out what they want to do.
I like this reset. I mean, they just sort of wrap back. Give it up, absolutely everything you had, and it is taken from you. Kremp finding lovely damage, fantastic tags, but not enough. Mamba swinging like his life depended on it. And the Thieves hold. It was from P1 chance, the BZ nade. Very impressive. Must have bounced it off of the back, like the far back wall, or maybe one of the planters. There's a lot of angles there.
Well, I think he was in blue, so he's chucking it through P1 for sure. Either way, coordination absolutely on point. And Skies with some near misses. Long neck, but a small head, so that'll certainly pay off. And Neum on the flip side has been putting in the work with the sniper rifle. Neum hitting some wicked shots in that round as well.
3-1 split for the Thieves, still with a solid 2-round advantage. And we're going, and we're going, and we're gone. Lovely start, Scrap, lovely work, Busy, lovely work, chaps. It's only Skies, send it. He's backed up inside blue, go get him. Great round.
No, but pay their respects, pumping the brakes. They've already done the dominant thing in the rounds. They are in no hurry.
Oh, fair, fair, fair. Again, what an opening break. It was so lethal. And Mr. Bueno now, I mean, he might be able to get at least one of these players. He should absolutely keep trying for our viewing pleasure. But here come the Thieves. Gonna get the bomb plant and maybe send 2 towards the backline. But on the reposition chance, anything's possible.
You're just never gonna. Well, if they shoot, it helps, but nonetheless.
Oh. That's it. That's it, Thieves. Keep it tight. Keep it together. Matt Point.
Disrespectfully as well. LAT just entirely running him over, handing him some of their comfort map picks and taking him to task. And here in S&D, LAT are on a 5-map loss spree in this game mode. You would never guess that looking at this gameplay.
Never, never, never. But it is not over yet. A uncharacteristically lost G2 right now. I've got to pull off quite a miraculous comeback from this moment in time. Right now, betting on the Thieves, solid. As reliable as gravity. Opening nade salvo here from Krem. It's not going to yield any results alongside Estriel. So now empty pockets. And still, where are we going? Which bomb site? Explosions ringing out on the other side of the map, but it's going to be the gunshots here. And Krem is about to walk into the wrong part of town. Oh dear, that's great from Hydra on the first. Trade's good though. Shots are in. Mamba staying alive, and Scrap. Oh, he keeps it going there from the bottom of the tunnel. It is going to be a BZ now, still making his way through. And Scrap, oh dear, has put it all down to Estriel here on the map. A bomb still in his hand, and he will, by some good grace of the COD gods, find an open B bomb site. Oh no, he won't. He's going away. Here it is, over the top. The gunfight against the BZ, not so much a fight as it was an execution. The LA Thieves break their spree of losses in Search and Destroy with a very good game of Colossus.
Yeah, utterly dominant as well. G2 Minnesota, good S&D team, good Colossus hardpoint team. Did not look like it in these first 2 maps. LAT bringing the right amount of energy given the day, I would say. Warming up before Birmingham, trying to establish a certain level of dominance and get that confidence flowing. And certainly they earned it. Scrap might have jumped off the map, but otherwise 8-3, 2 first bloods. And that is, of course, what, 7 out of 8 first bloods in favor of LAT. BZ maybe only responsible for 2 of them, but the SMG duo, excuse me, responsible for 5. That is exactly what you want to see if you're a Thieves fan.
Yeah, Geo not on the G2 roster anymore, but a very, very successful series of Colossus so far. That hardpoint, great. Search and Destroy, arguably even better. Well, chance now, finally, it is indeed time to consider the Den Overload. I'm quite excited. Yes, I am. Very, very excited. How do you feel about this one? Because right now, yeah, Thieves looking pretty good.
It's the change of pace that G2 Minnesota are certainly going to need based on the way this series has gone. Den Overload, very different ball game.
Quick change of pace for us as well. Quick break, folks. Don't go too far. G2 Minnesota, LA Thieves, a 3-0 to end Saturday? Surely not. We'll find out after the break.
Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when tickets go live later this month. Start the season strong with the 2026 Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game now. Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Damn.
Hostiles are setting the device. You're our last chance. Think smart, move fast.
This is awful. I'm going with Toronto. I got Toronto winning this series. I think they get it done in 4.
You're like a mix of George Washington and a Disney prince.
What does that do?
LAG!
Oh, okay. Production, this is a sick, weird joke. Give me my pick back now, bro.
Flipping this.
I'm going LA Thieves. Got him.
Oh, the crayons are, I broke the crayon box.
Shotzi, I got Texas, baby.
Wait, did you just bait me into swapping it?
Trap, bro.
Where did you pull that out from?
Right. What the hell is going on in Columbus? And Skies will just wait for about 8 seconds on the clock, go burst, check it with the pistol. You'll watch Okus in a freaking turbine.
He said, bro, all you can do is try to stick this defuse, but hit him with some kind of movement. Let's bait that he tries to go for the sniper shot, but just too fast. Leaves the Sky still finding a headshot.
They just put Okus on tumble dry. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Call of Duty League, the final match of this Saturday. And we do have a Den game of Overload, a very red-hot Thieves come out and absolutely took the B2A series here so far. Up against G2 Minnesota, 2-0, absolutely 2-0. A chance, Overload, pretty good so far.
Yeah, an extremely active team as well. You can just see the runs per game. They have no fear. They are willing to play extremely aggressive, and that is the energy they've brought to this entire series. If you're looking at this one on paper, G2 almost down the line have like a slight advantage on virtually every single map we have in the series comparative to LAT. But this is the type of series when you go into the major, you're just going to fulfill yourself with confidence. I mean, if you get this 3-0, it has been a beatdown. G2, the vibes you don't want to travel with, or man, we just were outclassed by a different team there. They got to dig deep, prove it to themselves.
Yeah, very much so. Runs per game and goals go to the LA Thieves right now, so that we expect a high scoring game out of them here. Den, we'll see how this one goes. Obviously, we've seen tons of their Scar gameplay, very, very efficient there. And Scrap is just running that mouth at the moment. He is passing on whatever the hell it may be. Fighting words of confidence for the boys. He's twisted, absolutely twisted. He might be recounting what he had for breakfast in a sort of like Anthony Bourdain-esque level of detail and poetry. He could just be saying, run it down, because I do need to go to the restroom.
It's a lot of these kids suck, we're better, like type vibes. Yeah. It's fantastic for the confidence of you and your teammates and not the enemies. Nonetheless, absolutely jawing away, but it is definitely a tale of two different teams right now in terms of LAT. Filled with confidence, all the vibes in the world, and like serious vibes at that. G2, I think for the moment, just a little bit stunned, but the man who didn't want to stay on top of Colossus, well, he wants to stay here in Overload. He has been running the show. In fact, we're just ranking him first for any given category, the damage dealer in every mode.
Good luck, have fun, boys. Again, a very, very strong series thus far from the Thieves. They've come to play here. G2, we've always worried about the slow starts, and this has been a slow start. Will they crawl out of bed here on Den? Let's find out.
We got oh, they're throwing pre-nades down towards mid-cut. Okay, LAT with some interesting opening strats. Doesn't get the first kill, and Estriel may be the man for G2 you want to see get the hot hand, but Either way, opening salvo in spot of the first blood. LAT more or less dominant with it, and they are taking it right towards Mamba and right towards this B zone.
G2 Minnesota defenders will be in position quickly. All of them now bunched up in the corner. So trophies we had, Cdl managed to find the first, and this is definitely going to make the Thieves rethink this attack. Mama now pressing out through mid. A lot of pressure there on the EMP players, but all 4 members of the Thieves, and Neum has somehow managed to thread the needle, and now through the eye of the storm, Hydra sends it. A big pick up there from Scrap, but the stun connects, and he's able to just get it over the line. What a first goal.
Yeah, and they just baited the hell out of him too. Just a little quick wrap back towards mid-cut. The Minnesota players start that rotation over, get baited into death, and LAT put that one through pretty quickly. Him as well gets a kill before he falls, but it looks like Minnesota at least stable now in the kills column, but you can still see LAT haven't slowed down a single bit. They are keeping up the pressure.
Yeah, all gas, no brakes. And so far, very few mistakes, which is even more impressive. A couple there from G2 Minnesota now, a little bit of time for them to push forward. But again, in classic Thieves manner, a lovely read. And when it's time to find a corner and rat it up, they do just that. Scrap now pushes the pace forward. A lovely wall bang there onto the EMP carrier. Skies brings him down, stops the play. 3:20 on the clock.
Yep, iron defense. Scrap there to give you a little bit extra, but quite a few of the LAT players winning their one-on-one gunfights. Now Hydra maybe open up the middle of the map, or maybe just swinging back and forth. It is a 2-2 split in the kills column, but the man with the device gives you an extra kill, so that's a clean house. Now Neum gets to be the lead blocker.
Lead blocker, and he's been doing it so well so far. Nice nade, slowing those players down yet again. There's a heavy-handed Abizi now making his way forward. Once again, pumping the brakes, hoping for a G2 mistake to be made. No mistakes found so far. Cdl Major get there. It's Hydra through mid, should be taken care of. And this could be another opportunity. Neum once again, very tricky moments. And Scrap holding it together against Kremp. Lovely work out close with the M15.
Yeah, LAT right now just outskilling them. Neum has been winning some wicked gunfights, and even when Minnesota get that little bit of momentum advantage, it gets squandered immediately. Now great stuns, great tags. G2 Minnesota don't even want to push forward. You got a Hydra crawling in your spawn and everybody else near the device.
Yeah, you can't keep up with the attack right now. Oh, one more man to deal with. Scrap, can you win it? To the pistol, no. Back to spawn. Skies are 2 now. EMP in hand. Finally, a bit of a shift here as G2 Minnesota smash the scales in their favor.
Trying to swing it back as well. Doesn't bait any kills. Well, Kremp good for 1 and good damage. Still going to be a 3v3 though over towards this zone. It's about to be chaos. Do you run it through? Do you play for the timing spots? The jukes, the kills, the damage, and the goal. G2, it took them 3 minutes to make it happen, but they have tied this game up.
What a battle. This has been a war of attrition here. G2 with such little possession have managed to make something special happen. Now the top side. Defensively, lovely work here. G2, I've punched a hole through the backline. 2 kills now. And the Thieves once again find their corners. Abizi from his belly. Now back to spawn once again. A pickup immediately denied. Can Mamba find another? As inside their spawn, you do what you can to slow them down. This might be a Thieves hit. The Skies on the defense. Turn and burn. G2 back on defense.
And honestly, you have options with the device right now. I think Neum might just hard commit going low, but that means Hydra might get to pinch through P2 for free. You get all the kills as well, at least for this initial push. And G2 in a tough spot. Mama on defense doing what he can to slow him down, but that onslaught is coming.
My goodness, I mean, the ability not to hit Skies over the shoulder there. No friendly fire in that instance. Lovely stuff. Great nade over the top. Nobody home just yet. Mama now buying the space. Let me give the receipt because I don't think he's got too much yet. Yeah, that's going to be it. Abizi and Hydra find their kills. Good news, though. G2 get the EMP out, and they've run it to B.
Well, the Skies is running it, though, by his lonesome. His teammates getting kills towards the middle of the map. And are they going to do the world tour and wrap this back all the way around? You got Mamba, the lead blocker, and maybe Scrap will end up being out of position if G2 go fast enough.
He's trying. Oh, Mamba, the bad timing in the nade. Less than 20 to go. G2's possession might come to an end with Scrap. A sneaky Scrap. Oh, he's been crapped on. That's it. Over towards the A goal we go. Final 10. Extra time will still be on the cards. Possession still for G2. The kills not going their way so far. We might have to back this one up. Skies making a run. Skies somehow gets through. My goodness. What an attempt. 1-1 at the half. What a game of Den this is.
Well, I'd say for G2 as well, at least for that final run from Skies, if he had gotten it, that would have been a miracle. But I think the fear was if he dies in those final moments, that probably turns into an LAT score. Really a missed opportunity to try to run at that A zone. But I'd say the pace of the game right now for Minnesota, probably tough to read. I feel like LAT have just had all the pressure in the world. Certainly a good counter capture to keep things nice and tight, but this has been an absolute struggle, I would say, for G2. It feels like they've been stuck past the 50-yard line or on their side for 80% of this game.
Yeah, unbelievable. And again, the possession from the Thieves as well. It seems like they have been firmly in control. I mean, all that said, Hydra's 7-14. I mean, a bizarre stat line right now. Neum, he is the king of Scar overload, and right now in a spot of trouble. Possession G2 on the attack now. Thieves spread out across the back line and don't let anyone get in.
A slow approach over towards B. Some LAT players not quite in position yet, but Hydra wins that first gunfight, so G2 can't force this one. Just holding the vice and hoping that the reinforcements come in quick enough, but G2 for the moment, not quite enough happening on the map. Can't get through mid, can't get through anywhere. Now it's LAT starting to make some moves.
We get Neum on the play. This is a big one. Lovely setup here. G2 respond immediately. BZ desperately trying to keep the control back in their side. Scrap cuts through. That capture surely. Damage it from Skies, and the save from Scrap. A beautiful three-piece and a lead change.
Just like that, and on the reset as well, LAT, it's Neum in the right position and trying to slow these players down. Double pinch rolling through, and Skies handles it. So now it's all guns forward for G2 Minnesota. They got the device as well, and Skies with the pistol. It's trying to do everything. Can't quite get it done, though, and LAT turn it up near their spawn, but for the moment, nice and stable. No more flanks. We are back to this game of tug of war.
Yeah, just hold position. EMP will reset soon. There it is. Back over towards the bottom side of the map. And we're not going too far here. Not a lot of ground gained. And screw it. That is an unbelievably awkward fight. He's somehow going to turn it into a two-piece. Is he going to get the second man? He's absolutely pushing it. And this is the sort of timing you want. Get it going, boys. Thieves. The wind in their sails. And now they are letting it rock into Estriel. Great kill of Easy. Down and out. Mambo could go huge here. He's got to look the bloody wrong way. That is incredibly unfortunate. We could be looking at 2-2.
Yeah, shout out to the route from Neum. He has had ridiculously clutch kills on the defensive end. I mean, time and time again. So Neum's got 20, and hey, if you're winning the defense, now it's your turn to attack.
And they were going for it. The attack is on. Neum, he threes right on through the two defenders. The third man blinked and missed it, and that is that. 3-1 with 2 minutes and 30 on the clock. And again, the Thieves, strong possession, wonderful attempts on goal, and it is back and forth. They've got the top side of the map covered, not just yet. G2, an opportunity to get back in it.
Checking the corners as well. 3 players on the front line over towards P2. How good are they at P2? Hardpoint, good enough. A Beezy there for 2, and now just 2 minutes left on the game clock where LAT, they have just retained control.
Yeah, no information over towards the rooftop side. They're going to take that EMP and route it through the middle of the map. And right now, Abizi says, I got 2 more. Bring it back. Let's make this happen. No G2 defenders in position as of yet. The flank has been identified. Now 3 on that goal. Surely not. Abizi, what a run he's on.
I mean, this is just extra time being burned. That's maybe another 30 seconds off the game clock. And Krem good for 2, but is it going to be good enough? Because Hydra is still behind you, keeping the pressure up. And this is going to be another score. LAT, they woke up today and they chose violence.
Yeah, true violence. Scrap and mid. Oh, wow. Eyes on the next device spawn. Minute 25. G2, what an unbelievable comeback this has got to now be. Every second working against them. Neum, once again, the bastion of defense right now for the Thieves. Knives up at the ready. No one's coming close to it. Estriel and Skies get theirs. The tactical retreat. Are we going to find another? Neum again. Unbelievable work.
Yeah, you got to make this man a defensive montage from this game. The amount of device carrier kills that he has collected. I have no idea what that record is, but a fun stat that I am interested in. Finally, Neum gets taken care of, but with only 50 seconds left now on the game clock, this is a victory lap for LAT. They can go anywhere they want.
They're looking for that 5th. A worthy attempt there. Parking the bus, digging into the absolute deepest recesses of Den now.
The lads have got this one on lock, and in 30 seconds, their 3-0 will be complete. LA Thieves. The first 2 maps were absolute things of beauty. And I tell you what, the Den, not too shabby either. A pick up here and possible score, but it will matter not, friends. LA Thieves have absolutely run G2 Minnesota over 3-0. And a 4-2 score is impressive enough. LA Thieves, from start to finish, their map, their mode.
And what a memory they're going to carry into Birmingham from this one. What a well-played series through and through. The S&D, they snapped that 5-spree loss that they were on. And, I mean, hey, clean work on the Colossus hard point, taking down one of the best. I mean, through and through, completely outclassed the opposition.
Utterly outclassed. From start to finish in this series, G2, they will be disappointed with that one. And the looks on those faces, perplexed, quizzical, as they are very much in disbelief. A rapid 3-0. LA Thieves going into Birmingham with a newfound confidence.
Well,
slight shift in the standings.
They still have pairs to look forward to, but in terms of your final week where you want to have those good odds going through, they certainly have put themselves in a fantastic position. So ready for more action, of course, for these guys tomorrow, but just looking at the scoreboard, exactly what you want to see. Scrap, who is first overall in damage, actually gets beat by Neum there in that game, and I'm telling you, Neum on the defensive end, absolute class. Those 3 objective kills, a main factor. And I feel like he was by himself for a lot of them. 18 assists as well. Shout out to the new kid on the block.
Neum really is one of the most impressive overload players we have seen in the league. Individually, his map positioning is fantastic. He's got a great understanding of the game early on, and it is a joy to watch him. Scar was impressive enough, but that Den, that is it for me, man. And again, in this entire season so far, I mean, thinking about our rookie of the year, he's quickly ascending up there. I mean, we've got some strong contenders. Neum's having a good run, and it's still a relatively early season for him. Wow, GG's desk.
Thank God.
Hello.
Did not go 0-4.
3-1 on the day. Not bad, not bad. Catching up. Allie, you went 1-3 on the day, opening the door for Nameless a little bit, but you nailed this one with a 3-0 call. LA Thieves looking clean.
What's so funny is I literally immediately went to the green room and was like, it kind of feels like LA Thieves is my last year's Gentlemates, because I kept pinging Gentlemates being like, the team should be good, their ceiling is high, and then they kept losing, and then LA was doing the same thing. But they're back now, so it's fine.
LA Thieves, they're back. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. I said we're going to get the good of Beezy. They got the whole good team today.
Yeah, they did.
Let's take a look at some of the best moments, because G2 in position multiple times, threatening every time the defense was standing strong.
Yeah, it's kind of why I said, you know, LA is like a box of chocolates, and, you know, I picked G2, but I failed to realize they're also like a box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're going to get with either of these teams on the given day. We saw the ceiling from the LA Thieves today. These guys can just blitz you. The Colossus, you know, we talked about it before the match. The last Colossus we saw, they did look really good on it, and they get that to start the series off. But really where they shined in this one was the S&B. Like, it was so calculated. Neum's sniper was on point. They were playing for bottom green, some of their offensive pushes, they got control. Like, everything you kind of wanted to see with Thieves, like, they answered a lot of those questions.
And I love your point on Colossus, because it's one of those maps where you're kind of like, you would think a BZ and Hydra would thrive with top mid and bottom mid, right? You got a lot of movement to work with if you're an SMG in close quarters, but I have to echo, S&D definitely most important. I figured LA Thieves' easiest path to victory was winning all the respawns, so the fact they're able to win that search and destroy is great if you're an LA Thieves fan, because that was their biggest struggle, and that wasn't just an S&D win, that was a dominant
And it was the problem with First Bloods. They got 7 of them on that Colossus.
Yikes.
That's huge for them going forward.
This man right there, Neum, in his rookie season, having a great day. He showcased skills on the sniper, the SMG, and the weapon he's supposed to use, the AR. Great game from him, and Hydra was alongside him the whole way. He joins us now in the Monster Winner Spotlight. Paco, congratulations. You guys are now 6-4. More importantly, you stopped G2 from getting their 7th win, and you guys could skyrocket all the way into our top 3, top 4 before we get to Birmingham. What's been this, I guess, this whole stage been like, having to play every single team?
This stage, it's just learning, you know, just learning more the game and just trying to get better for the LAN.
Paco, can you bring me into your mind a little bit with Search and Destroy? You and Abizi have been 2 of the greatest, arguably, Search and Destroy players of all time, and you guys have had a slower start in that game mode. In your opinion, why is that? What is it about Black Ops 7?
I think, well, I never really planned the bomb play with the trophy and stuff, so I'm just trying to adapt and make him really comfortable. And you know, I just want him to just run at them and just get the first bloods, you know. And that makes me obviously like I can't do those plays with the bomb, with the trophy, with the smokes and everything. So I'm just trying to figure it out. So I think you can put it on me, and I just need to be like better at it.
It's a big transition.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
Hydra, kind of continuing off of Search and Destroy, I noticed Neum had the sniper in his hand in this Search and Destroy, and it seems like the past couple of maps. What has that conversation been like, trying to find the sniper on your team? Because it was scrap. Neum hit some crazy shots today, and it being so important in Search and Destroy this year.
Honestly, the conversation was pretty easy. We told her, yo, you're the best player in the game. So just why don't you just keep it in your hand? You know?
Square up.
That part.
Why don't you just keep it in your hand? And I mean, Jay's honestly amazing with the snipe. So why not just do that?
Found a hidden gem.
Whole team of shooters. LA finding their form when we need it most. Best of luck in your final match tomorrow.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.
That's the Thieves right back in the mix at 6-4. That brings G2 to 6-5. This is gonna get messy coming down to the map count and tiebreakers. Before that, let's take a look back at the best moments. It's your scout play of the game. We just went with a montage. It was short and sweet in this series. We did not get the game 5, but we did get a lot of highlights.
You know, we talk a lot about LA Thieves and how good they look in this series, but G2 desperately need to figure out how, like, when adversity hits and a team's having a good day, how do you deal with that? Because this has happened a couple times where they just fall flat. The Carolina series, they got 3-0 bombs. You win your next one, they look amazing.
It's what will keep them from winning a championship or a major.
100%.
Going against these top teams, because that's why they're kind of like, they're considered the gatekeep. Like when they start to touch the top 4 conversation, you have a series like this, and you're like, you guys got to be able to get yourselves out of this box once it starts flowing. But regardless, we go all the way back to the start of the day. Miami Heretics versus Carolina Royal Ravens. Stop playing these guys on exposure.
Exceed brought the pain to Spain once again, Nameless.
Yeah, I think Royal Ravens are a legitimate good team. I've been saying it for weeks. These guys, since the Colossus hardpoint, where they outslayed by 40 and lost, they have been in the lab, and everybody's getting better. Like, you can literally, like, on the media, you watch Lurks and you watch Craze, these guys are individually improving, and as they're learning the game, they are a hellacious frontline.
I think it's something about approaching the age of 40, but I'm with Maven.
Sure.
As good as you can look online, I don't believe anything until you do something at Birmingham, because you got blasted by Vancouver Surge.
Yo, Lurks is making the rookie conversation difficult, though. I won't lie. With a 1.3 in that map number 5 and the damage that he's been laying down for this team, the second we have to take this angle, he has found consistency, is the same second Carolina that got out of the rut that they were in.
If you take the names off of everybody's page and you just watch the POV, Lurks looks like the best player in the game.
Yep.
Ooh,
like,
that's
legit.
high praise
You
right
take
there.
You take the names off, his screen's instant.
Who looked the best on FaZe today? They walk away with a clean win over the bottom Cloud9.
Simp.
The pimp.
Outside of that, 04 had some really good moments during the series, especially in the start of this overload. He goes like 8-0 and just shuts down any hope of Cloud9 of getting anything rolling. Or, I mean, all of them, you could say, are pulling their... Or Draza the 1.3, you know, they're all pulling their weight.
I love that Draza was the 4th name we mentioned.
Yeah, right.
He was 1.37.
1.6.
Yo, our bad Draws Hazard getting the job done in a clean win over Cloud9. A 7-1 dominant performance in overload. Bully ball at its finest. Just end them. Falcons, though, the biggest surprise on the day, unless your name is Anthony Wheeler. He called it out in the green room at 1 p.m. today. I followed his lead, and thank goodness I did, because not only are we catching up on Rosalie, we don't have to pay Dashy any gifted subs.
Greenwall's never going to let me pick them again. Like, they were complaining for a while. There is no way me picking options in this series is going to fly. But shout out Riyadh, man. The work that they've been putting in has been clearly showing in these most recent series, and they're a serious threat heading into Birmingham now, especially with this win.
We mentioned it, that there would be some talk online. Oh, well, this was just an internet connection issue for Optic or Falcons. Whoever lost. Is Falcons a real threat on land?
100%. If you have any takeaway out of that match, is that Falcons have been putting in work, and they can go toe-to-toe with Optic in the respawn, stealing 2 of them today. Yeah, they're not to be messed with.
Taking a look at the numbers, who leads our KD leaderboard? Well, look no further than Super. Despite today's loss, Super puts up a 1.19 here in our Major 2 qualifiers. Rancor right behind them. You got Celium, Scrap, Mercules, all ARs in your top 5. Shout out to my man Joe Deceives and Hoot for breaking in.
I was going to say, this is looking a little more normal.
Yeah,
the names we're seeing up there.
But surely, other than Miami losing the series today.
How about the names here with LA Thieves on the left side of the screen and FaZe joining them? I feel like all is almost right in the world. We need Paris Gentlemates to get over there. We need to see what Koi can do, and tomorrow could get spicy, Wheeler.
We haven't seen Koi play in it feels like a month. It's been so long.
It does.
Oh, and they play Optic. Can't wait to see
and
that.
remember, they wanted this matchup. Toby said that we're going to take the loss off of Optic, so...
Keep in mind, Thieves still eligible for a 7th win. They would have to get through Paris Gentlemates
That's gonna be a banger.
Paris only 4 match wins. It's crazy. It's the CDL. We got one more day of qualifiers, and it kicks off at 2:45 Eastern. We'll see you then.
Oh.
I wasn't gonna hit the camera. That thing's expensive.
Yeah.
Sure.
3 feet short.
We back for another one. Another one. Here we go. How I like that. We back for another one. Here we go. We back on the scene like we never left. Time to go put them back on the shelf. No, we do not need permission. We came in alone, now we leaving you by ourselves. Now nobody wanna play me. Everybody think I'm crazy. Guess I gotta live up to it. Nothing but to do it. Hear me out. Let's go. They know we done been there before. They know I done been there before. I think we gon' do it again. I think we gon' do it again. I'm ready to go for the win. Tell them let's do it again. Let's do it again. You know what we doing. Do it again. Another one. Let's win. Let's do it again. Tell them let's do it again.
يلا تريدد الحمد لله يا شيخ اقعد يا ناس هنا فوقكم أربعة عمري يا شيخ يا عمري يا عيال الحمد لله يا رب
Like, bro, what the did I just play, bro? Like, what was that? Like, I literally just pack bursted the map, basically, bro. Like, everywhere.
You basically got what I got.
What was that?
الأول غص هذا الأول